You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Mike, my brother, if you can adjust this one, we'll bring it closer to me.
Check. 1 2 1 2.
Okay, cool.
And it gives us like the best.
Can't cuff it like a rapper.
Yeah, right. I'm so gonna clip that when you fucking saying you play the trumpet.
Hey, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. I ain't afraid of my fucking. I mean, that's where I got my fucking.
You need an EDM song with that. What's that? Do.
I used to play the trumpet. You'd produce too, bro?
Nah, I used to. I was like say like half-ass producer. I was like an eighth-ass producer.
Okay.
Eighth ass.
Well, my biggest
I
thing
like
is
get
that
little loops and loop them up, and then
I never finished a track, bro.
Yeah, me neither.
But how many did you start?
A grip.
A grip, and you never
You know what the
finished
problem
any of
is you'll find a melody and you'll look for a different sound.
Right.
You drop it in the track, it changes the sound of it. Oh, that's dope. And then you change up the drums a little bit.
And
then all of a sudden you have a
Eventually you
completely
hate
different
it?
song. Yeah,
Eventually
you're
you
like,
hate it?
Scrap it.
them? Just like this.
Delete, you know?
It's like how I am at the salad bar. Like I'm horrible going to the salad bar because everything looks good and I throw everything on it. By the time I get back to the thing, I'm like, damn, I got like croutons and like paper clips and like
Shit's all
like, why
fall.
I put all this stuff in it? It seemed good at the time.
I do that too, man. Like my salad will start falling over. I got croutons over here, salad, seeds, and everything over here and shit like that. You know, I was stopped at Walmart to get this shit, dog, and the bell ringers are out there.
Oh, yeah.
They're out there.
I don't believe in donating anymore.
You know, it's not. I don't think it's. I wasn't really gonna talk about that. I was gonna talk about how fucking crazy do you think you'd feel after swinging that bell for like 5? Do you think there's a limit on how long they work?
You know what I think what hurts more is your ears.
That's what I'm saying. So
As
how
opposed to the
long?
swinging
How long
motion?
could you do it for?
Not very
Could
long.
you do an 8-hour shift?
No.
I
think I'd rather
How
swing
long
a-
do you think before you start going crazy?
I want someone to do it, like go out and count how many times they ring it in a shift. Just
Right.
like
Click.
sit there with a clicker.
Put like a fucking Fitbit on it and shit like that. See how many
Fitbit.
steps it takes.
A Fitbit would be the easy way to do it.
I'd rather fling a clearance sign. You know, those homies on the side, they're
Right.
like,
The arrow,
The arrow over your head
the arrow.
through the
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
The guitar
Oh
move.
man, R.I.P. to fucking Tomcat. That was his
Yeah,
name,
that was
right?
dope.
That was
Who?
Tomcat. You know who Tomcat was?
He was like the pioneer of that
He was
stuff
the
in town.
dude that did that, but he wore the big cat in the fucking hat.
Okay.
And he had game with this fucking thing, bro.
You know
He
who
was
I
out
miss
there
is the
fucking
homie
doing
that used to
shit.
kick it right here at this Walmart. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Oh,
This old bum.
yeah?
They kicked his ass out of
out
there,
there?
bro.
He was out there, though?
Where was he?
Where's he at now?
Walmart, yeah. No, he's probably dead. I
Oh,
don't know.
Tomcat did pass away earlier this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we all die, so dead's not exactly a bad
I knew him
guess.
pretty good because he would always post up in front of High and Tight, dog. Like,
What
usually
about
on the
Battle
base.
Cat? Do you know him?
Yeah, I know all the cats, bro. Thundercats. I know all the cats. But yeah, I don't know how long I'd be able to do the bell shit before it drove me crazy.
Order up.
This is a certified hood classic.
You are now tuned into the Hood Diner Podcast with your hosts, DJ Sentry and the homie Casual.
Girl, come on in, Cholo.
You know, like the arts and shit. You know, I played trumpet. What's up, everybody? This is DJ Sentry,
I am the homie Casual.
and this is the Hood Diner Podcast. We got a special guest in the building today.
Sure do. Episode 73, my boy Herm.
OG, triple OG, DJ Herm.
Triple OG. Herm. You like going by Herm instead of DJ Herm?
Yeah, just Herm. If I could lose the DJ in front of it,
Do people still call you DJ Herm?
yeah,
Like
and
a
it's
grip?
just easier for people. My Instagram is that only because I don't know. I'm like, rappers lost the MC years ago.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like DJs shouldn't have to have the DJ, but
You know what's funny is a lot of homies are like, "What's up, Sentry?"
Right, they don't
They'll
say
just cut it off now eventually.
Yeah.
My cousin calls you cinch.
Cinch. I don't know whether to be impressed or offended, because that's cinch is like moist. You don't know. I mean, you know.
I guess take it that
The
way.
cinch on this guy.
DJ Cinch in the building.
I like that because it's a variation, so it feels like he knows me. You know
It's
what I'm
because
saying?
I mean it is. It's my cousin from.
No, I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, like, you know, you develop nicknames.
He's got mad love for you.
You hang around my shop a lot. This new Stitch, you develop a nickname at some point. You know, that's how people fuck with you. You know,
Right.
Cinch in the building.
So how long you been DJing for, dog?
Hey. Let me knock out the sponsorship quick, really
Okay.
fast. This way we get it out the way and we can just take off. Okay. First sponsor, Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes are a flushable wipe for at-home and on-the-go situations. Go to dudeproducts.com and use code HOOD and get 15% off your order. What is it? What is it?
Hood?
No, what is the hashtag?
Oh, hashtag no mud butt.
Yeah, I try to get him involved.
We be so stoned out of our gourd sometimes,
No,
bro.
I'm reading everything. You should.
No,
have
I'm
this
just
in
saying,
front.
like, you know.
I told him, I was like, I want to do one, then you do one, and then I'll do one, and he's like, I can't find it, so I just do them. Official clothing.
Teamwork.
Official.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Official Clothing. Official Clothing is a streetwear brand rooted in hip hop and pop culture, producing quality shirts, hats, and accessories. Go to official.com. That's OHFISHL.com. Use code HOOD. Get 25% off your entire order and get free shipping over $50. Official Clothing, baby. Live by your own rules.
And it's good fucking high quality.
And then the last sponsor, of course, Empire Rolling. Empire Rolling. I hope you guys picked up your Black Friday shit. Everything was like half off. It was dope. I even got it extra.
You know, I didn't get anything on Black Friday.
I got some shoes because the last
did.
ones I popped here.
I got them on Cyber Monday, though. I got the Yeezys.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, see, I got mine on Black Friday.
Yeah, I didn't
But it
get
was
the
like
Black
an
Friday
online
ones.
Black Friday.
I'm not a complete hype beast.
Right.
Like, I have a pair of Yeezys already, and they're the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn in my life. So it's more about comfort.
You're a big Asics fan, huh?
New Balance.
New Balance. I'm sorry. New Balance. That's
New Balance
right,
just came out with the sock shoe. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I got for the factory. I got the C shoes made from the flat leather to the very end product. Like,
Where was
the
this
whole
at?
line in Boston.
In Boston?
Yeah.
How long was that? Like how long ago was that?
It was in September. And last weekend of September, yeah.
Oh, just like this year?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have a friend.
Fuck yeah.
I have a friend that we can talk about that later. But I have a friend that is a lead design. He Kawhi shoe. I'm not a basketball dude, but Kawhi shoe. My friend designed like literally pencil sketch.
Okay.
He's in charge of that project.
That's crazy.
And this is the second time I DJ'd events for him. I DJ'd his wedding actually, and I DJ'd his son's bar mitzvah. And they flew me out there the whole nine, paid me the whole nine, but also took me to New Balance and like
That's
all those
so
are dope.
sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The sock wave is pretty
Those
fucking
are
prevalent
pretty
now.
cool.
Like,
But you always gotta buy them more snug because they stretch.
see,
That's the trick.
Yeah, for sure. But for me, comfortability, bro, is straight up the thing. I don't give a fuck what brand it is,
Right.
how
As long
much
as
it
it's
costs.
comfortable, as long
Another
as-
thing, I'm a little bougie too. So if
Right.
I see something I like, I'm gonna get it.
All right.
I don't really care about the price. But it's so hard to get those fucking shoes.
Yeah.
So I had an
808
Sale, I didn't know
808 got the ones you want.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Who
he
did?
had an
Fool's in
808.
Belize right now.
808.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Belize right now with
in
the murder
Belize.
mommies.
I mean, he's out there
Protect your
living
neck, homie.
He's out there living his best life, dog. He's out there doing it. You know what I forgot to say? I forgot to say go to empirerolling.com. That's what happens. We always we take all kinds of side trains and
Tangents.
shit. It's out there. Go to empirerolling.com. Use code HOOD. Get 10% off your order. It's Empire Rolling, the official rolling paper of the Hood Diner podcast.
That's what happens when you smoke that loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get the same way and I don't smoke it.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
So we got a new fucking sponsor, Solgen Power. We're still getting the details from that. But
Damn, you went right in.
But
We like barely discussed this.
no.
You're like,
It's,
you
I
sponsor
have to,
alert.
bro. I have to. I'm geeked because it's a referral
No,
program.
you
We're not gonna
got-
fucking like just throw people out there if there's no like you're sponsored in the show. You know, there's some type of kickback always.
All right, obviously.
So this is the
Tell
deal,
them the deal.
though.
Tell them the deal, baby.
You subscribe to their service. It's a lease program.
Okay.
You basically get financed. But what you're paying is to the company for the usage of your thing. So your bill's like $13 because you sell
Every
energy
month?
back to the fucking TP.
So you're
they look
getting-
at custom plans based off your square footage, where your house is positioned and whatnot. They offer you rates. I don't know these rates by heart. I'm not a salesman, but I can
get
put
these.
you into touch with somebody, us, the Hood Diner, that can get you your house or your business fucking
Solar
not retrofitted, but installed.
Retrofitted.
Because that's a different process. Installed was the right word. I'm just fucking high right now.
Okay.
And it's basically, it's almost free. And
Okay.
it cuts your fucking electric bill in half.
Hey.
So there's government stipends and there's a lot of fucking shit that'd be beneficial. I mean, it's cleaner for the earth,
Okay.
but realistically, we're all gonna die.
So is it like so your solar panels are doing so damn good that it's powering your house and it's got enough to sell them some energy back?
So that's how it works. Yeah, just depending on how big of a setup
You can't
want.
like just get like a big ass boost or like a
a battery.
an extra battery of your own.
I'm pretty
crib and
sure
shit.
those
like
are
if
gonna
the
be
power goes
available.
out at the house, does the solar still take care of you?
They're,
You know?
Yeah, it'll stay on.
Yeah, it has
for-
some battery.
It's a
It's like a
bank.
bank.
Does it
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
battery build
Yeah.
up? Okay.
So-
I have been wanting to get that because we do have like the vaulted ceilings where it would literally like I would probably get it on the fucking this side so that the whole last half.
Well,
of
like
the
I
day,
said,
it
a
fucking
guy
gets
that
it and
is
shit.
familiar with it will actually, it's a new way. They fly a drone around your house. They don't even have a physical
shit.
person that comes to your house. Someone parks at the end of the block. They drive to your address. They fly around the house, the square footage. They look at the shrubbery, and then they design it
Right.
3D style.
And then what if like they see the neighbor naked in their pool and shit?
They
right
could.
there?
I mean, that's a
Imagine
possibility.
That's the perks.
Yeah.
that's the perks of the job. I need to get my
So,
fucking drones
just to-
license,
just
bro.
for
That's
a
the last
little-
thing I've been wanting to get lately.
Just
is a
for
drone, real.
food for thought, when Tesla started wiring different Walmarts and whatnot,
Okay.
they caught on fire, a couple of them. This is the company that went in after, cleaned up, and installed a new solar system after Tesla fucked up on those. So they're a cleanup crew, and they got the Walmart fucking contract. So that's a reputable service. You know what I'm saying? It's not just
Damn, you just sold the shit out of it right
somebody's Theo in their backyard that fucking
Not
took a couple
salesman.
classes.
I'm
at,
not a salesman.
I'm
That's what
not.
they all
I'm
say.
not.
That's what they all say.
I'm not, bro.
And the next thing you know, I'm walking out the door with
Dude.
solar panels. Like
You sounded like you was reading straight out the
That's the
brochure
only thing.
right now, bro.
I wouldn't sign on to something that wouldn't be worth a stamp of approval.
Hey, I fucks with it, man. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
tell them to get us in the DMs and shit if they're more interested.
Yeah,
and then,
for
like,
sure.
Well, you'll give me the website before I launch this on fucking Friday. You know what I'm saying?
For
give
sure.
me the website
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
I can put it in the notes. And if people have
I'll even
some
give a
fucking
contact
thing,
info
tell
for the
them, be like,
notes.
mira, the Diner Boys sent you. You know what I mean? They diners.
I don't know what regions they offer, but the,
I'm good, dog.
the
I'm
worst
good,
thing you
thank
can
you.
do is we'll light this up later.
Yeah. Okay.
Worst
so-
thing they can do is put you in contact with somebody that can help you out if you're in a city where they don't offer their services. You know,
Yeah.
they can hand the ball off to someone else. You know,
I mean, you know who I asked about that shit was Why Not when Why Not was here.
Yeah.
because Why Not used to do that and shit too. And I
Rock
was like,
does that.
I was like, dude, is
Who does that?
Rock.
Rock does that.
Yeah, he's a salesperson.
I asked him, I was like, is that legit, dog? He's like, yeah, dude, it's pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of does save.
It's
you,
an
like, a
initial
little bit of money
investment.
type shit. You know what I mean?
but like
Our
it's-
neighbor got it, like
Jivin
right
has
next
it.
to our shit.
The
Does it?
Jivin house has it.
Do they? Okay. We'll check that out. Okay, so you're gonna have that for the fucking
Yeah, we'll
notes.
have that for the notes.
Definitely. All right. So we're gonna run through some topics and shit real before we get into DJ Herm and I'm sorry, Herm. See, that's what happens, dog. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so and I know you're a Disneyland fan, right?
Yeah,
you're a Disney
man,
guy,
I'm a
right?
huge
Okay.
Disney fan.
Did you by any chance see that video that came out today about the Star Wars ride called
Yep.
The Rise of the Resistance?
I did.
That it was like in the LA Times or something on Twitter or something. That's where I found it. It was like an 8-minute video to see
a
where he
long
walked
ride.
through. Bro, did you
It's
watch
like
it?
in the movie?
Dog, dude, it's like a 2-part, almost like a 3-part thing if you really include like walking through the fucking,
Line. They're starting to make the
thing.
line like the queues, just because they know there's going to be a long wait, so
Yeah.
they make that part of the experience.
Yeah.
So there's like cool stuff to see and stuff
Yup.
happening around you while you're waiting in line.
Closer you get, the more you get into like where there's the fucking the 3D hologram fucking Ray, she'll come out. The little TV's Poe will fucking talk. Like they got all them involved.
amazing.
Obviously,
Yo,
It's
so
amazing.
They
staying
went
at the
all
hotel
fuck
would be
out.
beneficial then.
Yeah, but the hotel's not done until like 2021, I think.
No, but I'm talking about the park, like the main Disneyland one. You
could
can
probably
get
stay
into the
out
park
at any of
earlier,
the,
right?
Yeah,
Staying
right,
at
right.
any of them is always going to be beneficial.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Always.
saying you get
I've
in
never done it,
earlier,
though.
so you'd be able to go hit that ride first.
Yeah, you get the early hour, whatever.
You get
magic
that
hour or
early
something
hour,
like that.
magic hour.
So
yeah.
you hit at least 2 rides or 3 rides
Yeah, before
first.
anybody
So
else.
I mean,
but
If you're
even those
lucky,
rides,
one.
like those, like something like that, it's gonna be a long wait, man. I'm kind of curious how long it is. I was in.
It's going to be insane.
well, how many
dog.
people are in their hotel? Do you know how many rooms they have?
But
offhand?
they have like 5 hotels, depending on which part. Like
So
in-
if there are
in
1,000
Disney World,
rooms,
they
a
have tons.
hotel, that's 5,000 people in the park. That's a limited amount of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
as opposed to when it's fully open.
Right.
Like you literally get to pick wherever you want to go.
But I think they have, especially for these rides. I know they did for the first one. They have like not like a lottery system, but a system where it's like you come in and get in line at a certain time, like not just like free for all because they know it would be hours. I've seen lines for 5 hours.
They've been scheduling
before.
shit too, dog. Like, okay.
Also, you go get a thing to wait in line at a particular
That's
time.
what they did with the first one. I'm not sure what they're doing with this.
They're probably going to do some sort of fast pass type action type, you know what I mean? Or like, I think they're trying to get people involved with the apps on the phones and shit.
Yeah.
To where you can literally start doing shit there, or you can at least keep track, or it can like let you know,
have to
like,
be in the
hey,
area.
your time is coming, blah, 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 you know, this and that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm an old school dude, so I missed the old, like back in the day, the fast pass when they first came out.
Right.
It was kind of first come, first serve. Like you'd get to the park early, you get your fast pass, they come back at noon, go back to the ride, get on noon. Now, you can get them like 30 days in advance. So like last time I went to Disney World, I wanted to ride some of these rides, and they were already they release amount like for a smaller amount for the day, but the majority of them were already taken up. So
The fast passes are
and I got there
gone.
early thinking I could get like I could get on the ride. You know,
That happened
get
to
a pass.
us too. That happened to us when, what the fuck was it? I think it was the Toy Story fucking
The zapping one?
show.
Oh,
no,
the show?
no, not the show. It was the ride, the Toy Story ride.
Midway Mania.
And I think it's what is it now? MGM Studios, the movie studios, Hollywood Studios. Is that what it's called over there? Because that's where the Star Wars is over there. You know what I mean? How like over here it's in Disneyland. It's not in California Adventure. It's in fucking Disneyland. California Adventure is where they're working on the Marvel Land.
Yeah.
They're working that shit.
The
you know what I'm
Avengers
saying?
campus.
Dude, they're gonna fucking. I guarantee you, Disney's already made the money back that they invested in
For
fucking
sure,
Star Wars,
for sure,
and
and
Marvel.
But the tricky part about Disneyland, and it's funny because I grew up going to Disneyland, and then I became like a hardcore Disney World person. It's just so much more expensive, and you need more time.
It is,
but it's
so
more like immersive. Like it's
more spread out.
Yeah, for sure.
You can
I love
enjoy it over there. I've been there twice now too. It's been fun. It's fucking awesome over there, bro. Like when I see the Disney shit, I think I might wait till next year, because next year in December, around this time next year, we're gonna be going on a cruise.
You can go from Miami?
That leaves out. No, this one leaves out of Orlando.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I've gone out of 2 out of Miami, but this one for some fucking reason leaves out of Orlando, and we might go up like a couple extra days early so that we can go check it out. You know what I mean? Go check that shit out up there, because you got to do all them parts. It's just so spread out, bro. Like what LA has in 2 parks is spread out amongst like 4 and a half.
But in LA, what's Anaheim? What sucks about that is there's no way they can expand now. Like it'll cost them so much money if they try to buy out a neighborhood now because of who they are. Yeah. So they have to like.
But they have eminent domain though.
Yeah,
they have to take what they have and switch it. Like the Guardians, like Tower of Terror, that have switched that get rid of Bug's Life to make it Marvel. Like they don't like in Disney World, they could build like 2, 3, 4 more parks if they wanted to. So they have more space to put stuff.
They have way more room to expand over there. Yeah.
Well, you'd have to build
fucking
up.
Mad marshland and shit. It's crazy.
You'd have to build up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with the difference of planes, the aviation laws, they might not allow it, you know? Because that's air property they own.
Yeah, but they own in Orlando. I don't know what the numbers are now, but at one point, the amount of land, and this is after all the 5 parks were it might still be the same. They had only built on 25% of the land that they own.
Wow.
So they bought so much land, built these parks, and it's like its own city. It is, and it kind of is. I think
it
is.
A lot of, yeah, it has
I think
its
the
own
city
fire,
considers it its own city. Yeah, own electric company.
Yes, dude.
But I had one of my really good friends worked there as a student. She worked at a student program, came back, graduated, then went back to work there. So I got in, like she got me into the parks all the time. So I would go every year. I just buy a plane ticket, had a place to stay, get into the parks, and then I had a friend that just recently moved back here, but they were living there and they had the same thing. Like you could stay with us, you could use our parking pass. You know, we had to buy our tickets for the park or whatever, but it's like that much more cheaper when you don't have to pay for a room.
For sure.
Everything, yeah.
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I take advantage of any. I got a friend got a couch. I'm totally down to
For sure.
couch on that.
For sure, bro. That's not a bad move because Airbnbs are expensive. It's not necessarily the nights that you spend there. It's like the cleaning fees and this and that.
Right. They always get you, man. That's one of the things I hate about.
You're like, fuck yeah, I got it for $293 for 4 nights.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, and then there's like all these magical
like
fees.
$600.
You're like, god damn.
That's why I always wish that like resort fees. Like, I probably never explained this the way that I mean it, but like. Say there's a room that's $100 and then a room that's $150 and they each have like a $50 resort fee. Like if this one says their room is $150 and this one says they're $200, and you know as a customer that's exactly what you're paying, there's still going to be a cheaper option and a more option.
Right.
Instead, they all like put their low base rate and then throw that stuff in you and like and then it's like you're getting slapped in the face when you go to
For sure.
to go pay.
Yeah.
I'm mad fucking spoiled, bro, because like when we got married, I think I've told this story on there. When we got married on a cruise that left out of Miami and shit. And when we came back, we went and we stayed in like a cheap, I got a cheap ass like 2-night hotel for free because I went and did one of those seminars where they give you 2 free nights everywhere and a $50 Best Buy card and shit, dog. When it did that, right?
On your wedding,
as soon as we got back we got married in St. Thomas, like during the 7-day cruise and shit. My lady planned that, dude. Like we got married in a fucking church over there. And we had to do this crazy ass, like when we decided we were going to do it, you had to have all the paperwork that you went through fucking your ¿cómo se llama? The fucking
because of different countries,
the Holy Communion, your fucking confirmation and shit, right? When you're doing it through the church, right? Mm-hmm. Me and my lady both didn't have the confirmation, so we had to find a class that was gonna let us do that shit and do it within the time frame to get them all their fucking paperwork in 6 months before the date of the cruise, and we somehow fucking managed to pull it off, right? But when we came back, my mother-in-law, dude, they got in on fucking, what is it called? The Westgate. It's the Westgate. They have it's a fucking timeshare right there. It's like literally like a mile from the park.
Right. I think
prime is
they're all over the place.
There's
now.
a bunch of them. Yeah, dog. My suegra, dude, when we went and we stayed in that little hood ass fucking one, she was staying at a different one that her and a couple of her friends were staying at, but they got talked into going into Westgate and she fucking bought one before it was even built. She got in at like the opener's fucking price, bro. Like I'm talking like dirt fucking cheap. And we've had that motherfucker in every year. Like when we go on vacation, that's where we use the Westgate, and you can like pay a little extra to switch them out.
You go to Disney World every year?
Not every year. We've been there like
regularly because you have places.
Most of the times when we've gone on those cruises, we'll take advantage of it, and since we're already down there, we'll go.
You doing Disney cruise or?
No. Okay. We'll do like a carnival.
Okay.
We'd love the carnival. I mean, it's cheap
that
and
DJs
shit.
Disney cruises.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That shit tight?
I bet
he loves it, man.
Crazy.
He loves it. He tried to get me on it
little
once.
bag or what?
Yeah. He does it 3 times a year, and they put up like they stay in like they put them in a nice room, like it's the entertainment room. It's not like the
bottom
the
of
dungeon,
shit.
where like the employees stay,
where the shit goes down.
And when he does every year New Year's Eve, like a 3-4 day cruise, and he gets to take his whole like his wife and his daughter.
That's
and
lit.
It's just like a vacation. DJs 2-3 times, like 2-3 nights, and he's there for like I think a week-long cruise actually.
Yeah.
Super dope. It's funny because it's so random. Like he was doing his cruise, which docks out of Orlando, I believe, or maybe Miami. I can't remember. And one night, it was before I went to Disney World, and it was the night before, and we were walking around Disney Springs in like the shopping area, and it was pouring like it was like a huge storm had hit. So we're like had our hoodies on, our rain jackets, and we're like trying to run to find shelter. And we're on the bridge, and there's another couple like a family like right next to us. And I pass right by him, and I hear him say something. I stop. Middle of the rain, I turn around and look at him. I'm like, action. It was so random that I just ran into this dude, and he had just docked from his ship. He was like hanging out in Disney Springs the day before he had to fly out.
But it was awesome.
Such a trip. I mean, I could see it'd be a trip seeing him when the weather was good and you could see each other.
But in
it
the
was
fucking
daytime,
rain and
but
shit,
this is in the dark rain.
Bro.
I just happened to catch his voice.
That's dope. I've experienced that fucking rain, bro. When we went out there, dude, we got to experience that rain both days when we were in Disney's fucking the Disneyland part. What is that one called? Magic Kingdom.
That's shitty. You fucking got rained on?
It got rained on there and at fucking Islands of Adventure, I believe it's called. The Universal Studios where the Harry Potter and the Jurassic Park.
Harry Potter.
Bro, but me and my lady, dude, we brought some fucking little ponchos and shit. We said, fuck it, dog. We're like, fuck this, dude. We're not gonna be out here like ever again, dude.
Right.
Like, let's ride all these fucking rides wet as fuck. We went on the Jurassic Park shit all wet, all the fucking log ride wet, and we went through everything. Fuck, it was wet, but we had a fun ass time.
Right.
We had a fucking locker where we had our Harry Potter wands and shit that we bought out there, dude.
The Harry Potter ride is dope. I feel like the Star Wars one is like
I was too fat for it, bro. I didn't get to do it.
Yeah, because it like
they made them big. I heard they made them bigger.
These damn mint Twinkies,
right?
Man.
That's exactly.
He's up on it.
Hey, they made them bigger at the one in LA. Is what I've heard.
Okay,
big dudes can ride the one they have. You got to go in the back though. I've heard. I already read up on it. They got a thing where you can ride in the back, and it's made for fucking bigger dudes. I heard it's dope.
It's like like a Star Wars, the Rise of Resistance one is probably like 2 steps above that.
Oh,
but this was the one to go on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I went to the one in Osaka.
I got to get to that one.
I went to Harry Potter. And
That's a flex right there, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of is. But I literally took the bullet train to Osaka, got there. We 30 minutes before the park closed. They didn't want to sell us the tickets, and they could tell we were tourists, and we're just going to the Harry Potter. So we bought tickets. They're like discounted because they were about to close.
Right.
And we ran straight to the Disney area, which is dope because the walkway to it is the Whomping Willow is there. Like as you're walking, you're not in line. You're walking to the park, and they got the car there the whole night. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan too.
Yeah.
We rode on the ride, then got back on the bullet train and like head back to Kyoto where we're staying.
So you literally went out there just to ride that ride.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Did you go to Harajuku?
Dope. Hell yeah.
And, like I love Japan. I've gotten to this. I just got back from my 6th trip.
I've seen you out there, man.
Yeah,
It
so
looks
like,
so cool, man.
This particular trip, we got the rail pass where like you can get as a guest, what's the word when you travel somewhere when you're not
tourist?
from the country? Yeah, as a tourist, as like a tourist pass.
I mean,
I got the contact. I got the contact high for you guys. But it's the amount for 7 days. It's a 7-day pass. You can get 7-day, 14-day, whatever. The 7-day pass is the same amount. It's like $250. Like if you take one trip on the bullet train, it's about $250. So it just makes sense. Like if you're going one place, you might as well. So that's what we're doing. We're in Kyoto and we're looking at the time. We're like, what should we do here? We're like, oh man, too bad. Like Harry Potter Land's not in here. And we looked and we're like, man, our train gets there in like an hour. We could leave right now. It's not going to cost us anything because we're on this 7-day plan. Hit it up, checked it out, and then got back and went back home.
That's dope, though, dog. That's a good experience right there, man. But yeah, dog, you know what? We'll circle back to that.
Have you been to Harajuku?
Yeah.
Is it lit over there?
Times. It's cool. It's like
where?
It's crowded. It's
what is it called?
Crowded.
It's a fashion,
Harajuku.
right?
It's a fashion district. Yeah.
Okay.
Harajuku is in just outside of Shibuya.
Oi, Shibuya.
Did you go to a Bape?
Yeah, dude, that place is insane. Like
Yeah.
the stairs, the where you step down. It's not like a staircase. It's like a whole floor that's like steps down, and it's like plexiglass, and there's like moving sneakers and like displays under that. I'm not a Bape guy, but I just had to go into the store and check it out. But all the store, every store like that, every flagship store that's there is like they all got to outdo the other one.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's
If I ever
Adidas
make it
one
out
is
there.
pretty boring, but they're all amazing.
It's boring.
Yeah, Adidas one's pretty just like a standard store. But they got, I mean, the stuff they have is dope. They have all the limited stuff that you can't get.
Right.
Japan has everything. Records, every record I could want, they'll have there, but you're going to pay the price that it's worth. I sold a bunch of records this trip. I took like some Tejano records.
Did you really?
Some ones that I know are worth some money, like out there. And I made like some money back from my trip. It was kind of cool.
There you go. Fuck yeah, that's how you do it. But yeah,
You play
man.
a lot of Tejano on your sets?
No, not much Tejano. Mostly
Bro,
cumbia.
for me, it's been hitting lately.
Really?
Well, I
In
know
the
we have
clubs?
different demographics because
Right.
you play a lot of
Yeah,
privates,
I do
right?
weddings, I do everything. I do like, I mean, my own gigs, like I'll play crazy. I'll play like Ethiopian funk music. and,
Okay. I like
gypsy
Afrobeat,
music or
bro.
whatever, but yeah, I like Afrobeat a lot. But when I'm doing a wedding and I'm doing a quinceañera, when I'm doing U of A gigs, like that's got to be a little bit more like what the community,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I can't be too risky in those.
When I'm at Cobra, bro, like literally anything I want to play.
That's dope, man.
I played Fito Olivares last
Hell
week.
yeah, hell yeah.
I did a little Selena tribute.
I
and-
can never play a Fito song without playing like 3 or 4 in a row. It just,
Right.
I'll just,
No,
it's just-
for sure.
It's so perfectly together.
For sure. But I went harder too. I went like fucking messing with myself. Let's see. You know, like I went hard, bro.
Is that what you
went-
said earlier? When
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off?
Yeah.
Too bad you didn't have your trumpet on you.
Dude, seriously, I could have
Dude,
did a
fuck
DJ
yeah.
AM Travis thing real quick, you know, with the fucking trumpet, you know?
Dude, you went there.
Sorry, we're completely going off your list.
Yeah.
No.
We didn't even get to Disney Plus yet.
Dude, no, that's the beauty of how we kill time.
So how do you
on
feel
this-
about
on
Disney
this.
Plus?
I like it, man. I like it was like it's made for me. I haven't watched. All I've watched is the Mandelorian,
DuckTales,
of course.
bro.
Mandalorian.
See, but I was like, I'm old. I'm a little bit older than that. So like, I even after school stuff, that was like I was in high school already.
I hear you. I hear you.
But I did
hear
used to
you.
watch Boy Meets World and Smart Guy back in the day.
Yeah.
On Disney Channel.
Yeah.
But I
You got Tailspin on that bitch.
Yeah, they got all the.
They got
all the
Spider-Man
90s.
animated
Yep,
series.
yep.
They got X-Men
I've heard-
animated
I've heard
series,
those
dog.
are the
Like,
Spider-Man one was
I
really
don't
good.
watch any of them.
lit, bro.
But
That
the
was my
Mandalorian
shit.
I watched
watch
the
the
Jeff
Mandalorian.
Goldblum one.
What'd you feel about the last episode?
The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
I liked it, but it's
I felt like it was a filler episode.
I kind of
Like, let's
I kinda
stretch
feel
it
like-
out. Let's make it 8 episodes. Let's throw this one
I was
in there.
reading an article where they're
Hey,
talking
but
about,
that's what
like,
he's doing, man. He's like going around solving
Nah,
problems.
bro. When it's
doing
something
shit.
epic like Star Wars, you need something crazy every
Yeah.
fucking episode. It was tight. They
It
took
was
down
decent.
the
It was
AT-AT,
decent.
but
It was
But they're like
decent.
standalone episodes when it's like it should be. Like I saw an article that's saying like should it have been a movie or is it like and it makes sense. Like that, sometimes you can have like an 8-hour movie that's just amazing, like the Daredevil and or like the Marvel Netflix shows were like long movies
or 2 4 hours.
So far, yeah,
you know?
so far like the Mandalorian has been an episode by episode thing.
Right.
Like, okay, let's see what happened. Where does he end up next week?
Well, what I took it is that he's not safe anywhere.
Right,
the child.
Right.
And I'm gonna pre-order the fucking 10-inch Funko.
Dude, so you know what's crazy about the Baby Yoda thing is like there's no secret that I'm a Disney nerd. So the first thing I saw when I saw the first Mandalorian, I was like, man, I like this, but all I could picture was like they sat in the boardroom and they said, look, we have this Baby Yoda. We need you to write a series about this because this is gonna make us all our money back.
Bro, the Baby Groot shit will fucking hit hard for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they tested it, dude. And
but so that's what I was thinking. I went into it. I was like, all right, I enjoy this show, but I know that's what it is. It's just a huge commercial for Baby Yoda. Then I read an article with whatever his name is, the guy who created the show, and he was saying like. It was an article actually about the fact that they're not going to have Baby Yoda stuff out for Christmas.
Right.
And then they interviewed him about it. And he said, they gave me like so much freedom where they weren't like looking over my shoulder to see what I wrote. And I was like, wow, I bet Disney is like kicking themselves now because they're like, if we would have known this Baby
$1 billion
Yoda was part
right
of the
there.
thing,
$1 billion.
we would have been ready to be sold the first episode.
The Funko Pop 10-inch and the small one, the regular size one, come out in May. So you pre-ordered it now.
See how long it takes to produce something like that.
Yeah.
Same with the whole New Balance thing. When I went to see like the shoes that they were designing,
made in
coming out for like
England?
next year, and that's barely the sample to
Damn.
see if then we still have to test it. It's crazy how long it takes.
Where are the rare ones from? Made from England?
Yeah,
Those are the rare
UK
ones.
Yeah. Well, they're not rare. They're rare here, you know, in the UK. And nowadays, it's not everything is super rare because
Right.
the internet. You know, you can get pretty much anything as long as you're willing to pay for it.
For sure.
But a lot of stuff sells out super quick. I'm so bummed. Like the shoe that my friend designed, that Kawhi wore, the very first one. Like when they had their
Well, they did limited for the
they
first
sold out.
one.
Yeah, they sold out
it was super
quick.
limited. Like if you weren't in Toronto, you weren't getting a pair.
Right.
They didn't mass produce that shoe at all, and I think that was smart because
It just builds
we're
the hype
paying
up.
you money, but we're building an audience.
Right.
We're building an audience. We're not going to just fucking do it for everybody. Whoever got something, because they're hitting for like 4 racks
Right.
on
Yeah, they're expensive.
aftermarket prices. Like I go on StockX,
Mm-hmm.
I go on Goat, and I just check different prices for different shoes just because if I dead stock my Yeezys coming in, I can probably make $70.
Right.
But I'm not into the flip like that.
Yeah. I wear it, man.
you
Shoes
want
are
to
meant
rock
be
them
worn.
shit.
Yeah,
son.
oh yeah.
I was like a sneakerhead before, like the sneakerhead was before that was a term.
Right.
And I've always been from like they're dope, but I'm gonna wear them because they're
Right,
dope.
right,
like
right,
I've never
right,
been
right.
to like I'm gonna stash them away. But that's
I got
Right.
pairs
No,
of
I
Jordan
get that.
1s
I
that
get
are
the way
scuffed
people
to
do
shit,
that, but no.
I still rock them.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I love that
Because
shit.
Jordan 1's like a pillar essential
Never been
item.
a Jordan guy.
No?
Yeah, I've never been. I have one pair of Jordans, the ones that everybody thinks are the ugliest.
Are you a Puma
23s.
guy?
No.
No?
I used to be back in b-boy days or
Yeah,
whatever, but
yeah.
now I wear anything that's comfortable. But I'm like mostly New Balance. Also, I like New Balance because like back in the day nobody was wearing them. So like I like to be like that standout. Even like the stock stuff that they carry, like you could buy in the stores.
Yeah.
Like they were the ones that wouldn't get sold because people were like, oh, they're not Jordans. So like, well, they're cool for me.
Shit. Yeah,
I'll
New
make them
Balances
cool.
are comfortable.
And now they come around and like the biggest basketball shoe is New Balance by
Right.
Kawhi Leonard. So it's like
Fuck yeah. Dude, I mean, they're comfortable as fuck. My gym shoes that I prefer when I do go to the gym and I take them shit, they're New Balances, man. Like they're like wider for my fucking
I'm always
big-ass
doing like
foot.
a mile when I get to the gym. So I always take like a runner. Like I'll be in a fucking
You don't lift in the same shoes?
Yeah, I lift in the same shoe, but I don't do power compound moves anymore. Like I don't do squats as much. I don't do power cleans. I don't do deadlifts because what my day-to-day, I don't need those explosion movements. And it's a high risk, high reward type of situation where you're a little inch off, you'll tweak your shit and you'll be fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
You won't be able to do your fucking
what?
What was that? You know what the fuck it was? It's you on your machines and shit. You got to be able to like
your embroidery machine.
put your
Yeah,
shit,
for
you
sure.
know what
No,
I'm
but
saying?
like you'll throw your back out, you know. So
Exactly.
So
You
that's
don't
why
wanna-
I don't do.
you don't
hip-
wanna be
but
doing that shit.
I'm usually in a trainer, bro, and I, sometimes
what does that mean? Usually in a trainer.
Sneaker.
Oh, the trainer sneaker.
yeah.
I was like, what? That came off a little
in my
bit.
trainer. I'm in my personal
You
trainer.
all up in your trainer.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Sliding on into music news, dog. I saw today, and I'm not even gonna lie. I'm definitely thinking about checking this out if it comes to Phoenix. You got fucking Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, and Joan Jett all on tour. I want to see that shit.
The 90s thing you're
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
I'm
fucking
not
see
into
that
I'm not
shit.
into hair metal.
I don't give a fuck.
I like Iron Maiden.
They jammed,
Sorry.
bro.
I like
They
Crew.
jammed.
I like
I want to
Motley
see
Crue.
what they can do. I want to see what they can do. I want to see the good time I can have listening to some
Hey, do
old
you,
ass
bro?
80s rock,
Do
buddy.
you?
That's what I'm talking about.
I like Dio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What was
I'm a
that?
Sabbath
What
is
was
one of my
Dio?
favorites.
What was Dio? Who
Top
did
Hey,
three
James
groups.
Dio.
But what was the song that made them famous?
Holy Diver.
There's more though. Isn't
Oh,
there other
there's a
ones?
lot more, but
Is there other
yeah.
ones? Okay, I'm thinking of one that was on was on the Hangover. Was one of his songs on the Hangover at
Who's
the end? That Dio dude. I'm pretty sure there was one. I can't remember which one it is. I remember
I
hearing
can't
the
think of
name
it right now.
and then I remember hearing the Hangover. Yeah, this
Was it The Hangover?
high conversation.
Motley Crue and Home Sweet Home? Was that?
I think
Was
so.
there was a
but-
scene where someone was going to kill
I
himself
think it
in
was
the
like at the-
garage?
I
What'd you
think it
think
was
about the dirt?
I liked it. It was good. It was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a pretty big Motley Crue fan back in the day.
MGK,
Quiet
man.
Riot, but then like Black Sabbath is like one of my all-time favorites. So like I went that route too.
Yeah.
MGK is
Man, I know
like
Dog
a perfect
Rock.
Tommy Lee.
He's like in some other new movie. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
I think he's like transitioned to acting and did a pretty good job with it too.
Right.
You can make bags
It
off
wasn't
that.
bad. He did a good job as fucking Tommy Lee, right? That's
Yeah.
who he played.
Yeah.
All right.
There's some other really
Yeah,
high-profile
fuck yeah.
movie that he's in or is going to be in.
That's dope. But I
You
want to
seen
see
The Irishman?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
I read
it
the
yet.
book,
I haven't
so
seen
I
it
was
either.
super
So
excited.
read the
about
book
that.
first, then.
Yeah, the book is a lot more thorough, and it's got I saw more like American history stuff. I saw a lot of people that didn't like the movie. I liked it. It was a different type of mob movie. It was more American history based than like bang bang shoot 'em up type style. I enjoyed it, but I'm glad I didn't watch it. I was excited.
So you're
to
saying
watch
you're
it.
an intellectual, is what you're saying?
I saw it on the plane
Yeah.
to
Hey.
Tokyo. I saw it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch it. I was like, I'm a the day it comes out kind of guy. Like,
Yeah, no, I
gotta
hear
watch
you.
that thing. And it just didn't work out because I had a gig, so I couldn't watch it. And then it was like 3.5 hours, and I just kept talking myself out of it. And then before you know it, when I did have time, it was like on Netflix the next day. I was like, I'm just gonna watch it on Netflix. And sure enough, I watched half of it, and I was like, all right, I gotta take a break a little bit and then come back and watch the other half.
Yeah,
I saw.
I remember Braveheart. There was an intermission, like when you did it
In
on
the
cable.
theater?
No, on cable.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about in the theater, but there was like a little 10-minute intermission, so where you could go take a piss or you go eat
Dude,
real
they
quick.
should- I don't know
Really?
why.
Yeah,
I don't know why theaters don't like institute. People would probably hate it eventually, but for over 2.5 hours, put an intermission because it's only going to make them money because people are going to get out of their seats and be like,
Or
"Oh, I
get
might
get
as
some
well
more
buy-"
drink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit! I want to get some nachos
But now they do free refills,
Right.
which is so weird to me that it's cool, but it's also weird to me that they do free refills because that's like that's a loss for them.
Oh, for sure.
Well, it depends on where you go. They don't have free refills at like Harkins.
Yeah, they do.
They do $1.50 refills.
Oh, $1.50,
with the
yeah,
fucking-
Yeah, but
with
the other ones, the
cups.
Century ones,
The
do.
Century, yeah,
Right.
but you're paying like $8 a fucking large,
But still,
man.
like the thing is, they could easily charge $2 a refill. And
They
still
acting
not
like
that
I'm not
much.
sneaking shit in that motherfucker in the
Yeah, I
first
sneak stuff in
place.
all the
You
time.
know,
Oh
like,
man, yeah.
Nothing,
no.
just don't
That's the
sneak
only
anything.
thing
Don't
I
be
do
that guy
is-
sneaking stinky stuff in them.
Right,
Like
right.
a chili dog.
Fool brings a tuna sandwich in and shit.
Some cold wings from yesterday.
Chop
and shit.
pickles in that
Dude,
bitch.
the story that I had when I used to work, when I had a corporate job back in the day, I was doing a open to close shift, super long shift, and we're right across the street from a Chipotle, and I was doing open to close all week. So my manager was like, he was in a meeting, and which is why I was like having to be there solo the whole time. So one day he's like, I'm gonna come in the middle of the day, take like a 2-3 hour lunch, because I know you've been working your ass off. So I was like, all right, cool. We were right behind us on Grant and Swan. It was what Roadhouse is now. It was like the Dollar Theater.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go watch a movie. I'm not gonna drive all the way home. That's stupid because by the time I get home, I have to drive an hour back. So I'm trying to find a movie. It was like the 1 week where there was nothing good showing. The best option out of the 4 or 5 showings they had was that Truth About Cats and Dogs movie with I'm sorry, Cats versus Dogs. Totally opposite. It's where like an animal movie where like the cat
Cartoons and shit?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a cartoon though. It was like
like live
early
action kind of.
early live action
Like
stuff.
real cats, but with the voices and shit, the mouse moving and shit. Like, hey, motherfucker,
You watch that movie?
Hey,
It was the only the best option playing. I'm like, man, it's like, well, I guess I'll just go see that because I have nothing else to do for 3 hours.
That's
and I'm
some
not
G
gonna-
shit.
So I go to Chipotle first. I run Chipotle because I had like 10 minutes to kill before the movie started. Grabbed a burrito. Then I had I bought a drink. I bought a burrito and a drink, and I stashed the burrito in my jacket. I'm walking in with my drink, and it was so dumb. Like the lady she sold me the ticket. And then I'm the only person in the middle of the day. There's nobody else in the theater. As I'm walking to the theater, the manager comes out with like a walkie-talkie or earpiece, and she's like, this guy right here, and I'm like, there's nobody else. Of course it's me. And she's like, hey, I'm sorry, sir, but you can't take your drink in there. And I was like, and I didn't have, I can't remember. I think I didn't have cash, or I just didn't have enough in my account to like go buy a drink from the vending machine. So like, I had to empty it out in the water fountain. And then I walked in, I had this burrito. I'm like, I can't eat this burrito and I have nothing to wash it down with. So I just sat in the movie, the boring ass movie with the burrito in my pocket. Like,
That's hilarious.
Like, man, I would have been better off at work, like in the office, just eating work.
Fuck. Oh, that's horrible. Motherfuckers. They be bullshitting, man. I don't understand why they don't just. I mean, it depends. I guess I know what the one.
No food or whatever. From like at least they didn't pat him down and find the burrito.
I don't know.
I bring my water in all the time. And
I don't know if Park Place ever. Park Place used to be able to bring in whatever the fuck that you got in the food court and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's right there. Makes
Because
sense.
it's literally right there. Yeah, they used to not give a fuck. So I don't know if they still do or not.
you don't wanna
But
be a stinky person.
Park Place does have it where the sodas are just out there and shit. So if you came in with
You don't want to bring
cup,
a pita up into
you don't wanna
fucking.
it's bringing in like a different cup with you to fucking get like refills on the soda.
no,
and
I
shit.
get that.
They don't
Yeah.
want you doing that shit, you know. So you don't want to be that guy. But
Don't
yeah,
be
you're
that
right.
guy.
No, they definitely should have intermissions.
I'll be that guy. I'll
So, yeah,
fucking
5-minute
finesse a
intermission
soda.
for me to go take a piss and maybe get a refill. You know what I'm saying? Get a refill or get an
Buy another
icy
snack. Buy a
something.
pretzel.
Yeah, exactly, man. I had
That's
a pretzel
money on the
yesterday.
table they're leaving
I had a
right
pretzel yesterday. It was good. I hadn't had a pretzel in a minute.
What'd you go watch?
Went and watched 21 Bridges with my pops.
Is it good?
It was decent, man. I mean, it was very predictable to me. It was like you know when you're watching the movie, and then when the scene comes up and it starts showing you what the movie's really all about, and then you start meeting additional characters, you're like, yeah, that's the antagonist. Yeah,
Right.
she's in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that dude. Like, I mean, it was a decent movie, but it was very predictable. To me, it was. You know what I'm saying? I was literally leaning over and just ruining it for my dad and shit. I'm like, watch, she's behind it.
And then your
She's
predictions
she's
are all
in
right.
on it. But it was good. It was good. He was dope. He was like a new age Sherlock Holmes kind of. Like he would come up on the scene and shit, and then he'd be like, "Oh, well, obviously there was more than 8 guys," and he's like, "Nah, man, there was 2." He's like, "Because you can see how from right here the bullet dispenses and right here. That means he was facing this way. You see the blood
Does
splatters.
it go to like
the
that
blood
camera scene where it's all technical?
Well, I mean, in a way, it kind of does,
Yeah.
kind of little out of body experience where it shows like, okay, he was leaning right here, and then this is where he was shooting from, and then there was one guy right here. This guy did all the kills, and blah blah blah. So they started putting it together and shit, you know, like right there.
Forensics
you
is a
start establish-
motherfucker, bro.
It was dope though.
That's how they got YNM Malley.
It was dope though.
Because that's that kid that did that song with Kanye about split personalities.
Mhm.
He fucking killed some of the dudes in his crew in his car and said it was a drive-by. But like all the shots look like they're from inside.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So the blood's not where it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know, the trajectory and all that shit's
That's,
off.
you can't get away with shit nowadays, man. Not even anything.
Forensics, dog.
Forensics, dog. They're out there.
And cameras.
we gotta give a happy birthday to Jay-Z. Jay-Z turned 50 today.
Happy birthday to my nana. Shit.
Yeah,
It's her
you know,
birthday
it's-
today.
okay.
2 legends were born today.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to your nana, man.
We had our party this past Sunday,
Where'd you
at
guys
the
go?
casino ballroom.
Okay.
We got Festival.
Oh, that's right. You asked me to come out there,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
sorry.
good.
Hey, it's
It's all good.
The shitty part is it was the first of the month, and it was the fucking where we got to transfer the shop from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Yeah.
Like literally, like you know how Disney,
What
like my mother-in-law, my wife own a salon.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's called Casey's Hair and More. It's up on the north side. Mira, thanks for the plug. We put that out there. It's on the north side. If you want to get your hair did,
Get your hair
Go
did.
visit my lady and shit. That's what she does. Anyways, that we always decorate the shop. Like we get down at the
Right.
shop like when it's Halloween. There's like a really long hallway, and instead of it being like your regular salon where there's just chairs, and everybody's all up in everybody's business,
Right.
there's semi-private cubicles. And they're actually pretty cool. So like they have, I mean, there's walls and you can see into the next person's, but like right next door, you're not really seeing the next person.
Right.
There. There's more mirrors, and then there's little cabinets and shit. So it's like a cool little thing. Like right now they have these things called like Solea salon type things. They're famous for that shit where they have like really nice like glass
Displays or
these things, and like you can be like a hairdresser or somebody that does massages or just different kind of like, you know, in the beauty field and shit like that. And you can rent these places and not have to pay like for, you know, having a place. Everything's inclusive. You have everything you need there. It's your own little salon and shit, right? Anyways, my that's kind of what it is over there. But anyways, we have these long ass hallways, and we do the fucking spider webs, like really cool, like all down and up against the fucking
Man, you go all out.
roof and shit, bro. It's like we got it down to about 3 hours is what it takes for me and my lady to do each one side. She does one side, I do the other side, and we use like, you know, those little bags of fucking spider webs.
Yeah.
Probably like 7 on each side.
Jeez.
It's like just stretching it out, and then we have a big ass bag full of fucking spiders and shit. So we're just like launching.
Could have
them
just
with
said
it.
I couldn't make the party.
We
but
go
he's like,
all out, dog. We go all out. Hey, but anyways, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
it's all good.
I'm sorry.
Shit.
Anyways, that weekend, we had to take everything down for from Thanksgiving and shit. Everything was all fall looking, and then we had to do Christmas. And Christmas is another big one where on those little beams that I was talking about, we put like green fucking wreaths and shit, dude. Like, and then I hang like these. Did you see you saw my fucking Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Where I have those little stars that I hang from the rafters and shit, bro. My fucking calves are on hit right now from going up and down that ladder. No, it was good though. It felt good to fucking like
The Kanye workout plan? or what?
Yeah, I was going up and down the ladders and shit, bro. It was fun though. It was fun. But yeah, Jay-Z turned 50. I heard something about like he released his whole catalog on Tidal. Was it Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify.
Okay, Spotify, yeah. And then only other thing I had in music was I saw that Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is getting its own documentary on Amazon. It's like the 25th anniversary, and they're gonna do like a whole
I'm not mad about that.
behind
I
the
like.
scenes.
I like
Why not? Hey, that's a famous ass Christmas
need to
song.
know what's
It ain't-
behind the story.
There's a hit that hip hop series too that's on I can't remember, but they did an episode on Elevators, Outkast. They did an episode on Ladies First, Queen Latifah. It's like
Okay.
the songs we love, or something like that. And it's like a six episode series, and each episode is like an hour on one particular song.
Oh,
and like
no shit.
Backstory behind it. Like I love that kind of stuff.
Dude, okay. I want
Like a behind the music type shit?
Yeah, but it's on that song,
I like
that particular song.
I miss that VH1 behind the music shit from back in the day,
Right.
bro. Back when VH1 really was VH1. Oh,
It's on. I think it's on AMC or something like that. It's really the Outkast one was amazing. I'm a huge Dungeon Family fan, so the Outkast one was really really good.
Okay.
And then some of those start like I'm a little bit more.
Whatever happened to Slim Cut Calhoun?
Who knows, man? I went to Dungeon Family reunion.
That Cut song was my shit,
in
dog.
April, I think, in New Orleans. It was so dope.
Yeah.
It was such a dope show. They did a really good job. Of
CeeLo there?
CeeLo was there. All the Goody Mob was there.
Grab
There
your
was no
ticket.
headliner.
The
They
Not
just
So
kept
Goody
taking
Mob?
turns. They do 2-3 songs.
What's-
Next person will come on.
What's that movie, The Not So Goody Mob?
Come get
What's that? That's a movie?
They were in their movie as the Not So Goody Mob.
Oh damn.
Meteor Man.
Oh damn. That's right.
They were in Meteor Man?
Mm-hmm.
No shit. That's who's that? I was gonna say Denzel Washington. That's not Denzel Washington.
That ain't Denzel.
What is his name?
I can't. I don't even know the dude's name.
He used to-
Oh no. So
he used,
wait.
to be in, he used to be in so many movies in the 80s. I know. I
And
know
it
you're
was
talking
Robert
about though.
Townsend.
There you go.
Yeah.
Robert Townsend was fucking Meteor Man.
But those to speak about that documentary, like I'm so like nerdy about that era of hip hop. So like there's times when I watch it when I'm like, man, this is like common knowledge type stuff. This one goes like the ones that I've
depth.
seen.
I love when
goes
they
a little
have
bit
the
deeper.
extra shit.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I'm a fan of that
What's
shit,
your
too.
golden age? Like a 5-year span?
In music.
Yeah, or for hip hop.
Oh, for hip, I don't know. I mean, there's a stereotypical like 92 to like 97, 92 to like 96 probably. But I'm not like it was a golden era, and I say that term a lot. But good music is good music, and it's timeless stuff.
92 to 96.
But that's also like
that is my shit right there.
But that's also like I was like that's when I got into DJing. That's when I was like had a closer relationship with music. So like anybody's golden era is going to be whenever they were really feeling the music, or maybe when they were having a tough time and the music like saved them or whatever. So it's like,
For me, it's a 92 to 98. That's a little more extended than 5 years, but
right.
But yeah,
Well, you
that
broke your
frame
own
right
rule.
there.
No fair. You can't. Yours doesn't count. You broke. Your
I
own
know.
rule.
Yeah. So whatever the 5 is, so 97.
92 to 97 is pretty high.
Well, how old are you guys?
I'm 34.
I'm 40.
I'm 45. So age has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I get the original golden age was what, Sugar Hill Gang and shit like that.
That's just like the early, like when it.
No,
when
those
it
are
became,
pioneers. That's like the
Yeah,
pioneers.
And then what,
really-
golden age is the 80s then?
I don't want
No,
to say early
80,
90s.
89 to like 94.
Yeah.
Yeah. When like fucking.
So who's
Actually, that would probably be more mine because that's when I was listening to like. I was never a Beastie Boys fan, but like.
So are you
Run
more
DMC,
Tupac or
Kwame.
more Biggie?
I like them both.
See, I was like
Biggie.
both, too.
I think I would say Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got more
but
East
that's
Coast
not
vibe?
to say that I don't like. Yeah, but that's not to say that I didn't like I was listening to West Coast stuff back then too. I just like it was really hard for me to take I came up seeing Tupac from Digital Underground because I'm a huge Digital Underground
right.
fan. So it was really hard for me seeing him as like it seemed like a character.
Gangster and shit.
Yeah. Same with like same with Fresh Prince with Will Smith. Like once he became Bad Boys, like that kind of like suave, cool actor dude. I know now in retrospect, I could look at it as an adult and be like, oh, he's playing a role. But back then, it was like he's a goofy dude. Like he was cool because he was goofy. Now he's like the suave, like ladies' man type, and it just turned me off to him.
Yeah, well, I think Will Smith. Man, I've always loved Will Smith. I think he's done some good. He's done some good movies, man. I'll fuck with some old school Will Smith, man. Let me see. But yeah, they're gonna do a Mariah Carey. That's gonna be on Amazon. Amazon's been fucking coming up with some shit, man.
Everybody has.
You were watching the shit on Amazon?
It's crazy.
Did you like The Boys?
Yeah, that's that superhero one.
The Boys was crazy.
That was good.
The Boys was crazy. I can't wait for another season of that shit. Did you ever watch Fleabag?
Yeah, I've only seen like the first half of the first season. We're watching it on the plane.
It's good, bro. It keeps getting better.
Way back from Tokyo. We watched
Bro, how long is that flight?
That one out.
14 hours. 13 hours. I'm so pissed because I just missed out. And me and my best friend Odie were going to go in end of January. I found flights for $480 round trip from Phoenix.
Where do you find these fucking flights?
A friend of mine sent me that, hey, you know, this deal was out there. It was a deal, but it kind of sucked because it was like two layovers and they were both like 3 hours a piece, but it's like, so it would take like 20 hours to get there. I could have only gone for like a week, which means that's like actually 5 days that I'm actually in the city.
Because of travel.
Because of travel.
Yeah.
And then and then your jet lag and stuff. So it's kind of like I talked myself out of it. And then I regretted it immediately because I have friends out there that I stay with, and I could go for like 5 days and still love it and enjoy it. Like, not even like to do anything special. I'd probably line up a couple gigs for myself next time I do that. I'm gonna get smarter about doing that because this last trip I just went just to go.
How do you network with people overseas?
I don't, man. I don't even network here. Shoot.
No?
I'm so backwards in my career. Like I don't politic. I don't network. I don't go out. I don't party with like club owners. I don't do any of that stuff. And somehow I stay successful.
That's what's up, bro.
That was what I wanted to ask you, bro. How did the whole thing about DJing at the U of A football games?
I'm so proud of myself.
How did that come up, Don?
I'm so proud of myself. It's just people have known me, and I have, I guess, a somewhat decent reputation as being like professional and
definitely
good person, personable with people.
Yeah.
A guy that I know I don't even know him that well, but a Facebook friend. I guess he knows the people in charge that were looking for somebody, and he gave him my name. So they called me and they're like, "Hey, we really want to talk to you about some things here for U of A football." So they scheduled a meeting. They're like, "We're ordering Baggins for lunch. What do you want?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's like my." I got
they
Baggins
knew.
like 4 times a week.
They did their homework. They did their homework, bro.
On some Nardwuar shit.
They buttered you up. They started with the Baggins, bro.
So I was really like proud of myself for this because I got into the meeting and I realized like 5 minutes in, like they were like, we know that, you know, we are in Tucson, we're in the community, we want to be able to like play music that reflects the community. The people that are in charge, they're not from Tucson, they're from other places, they don't know really the community. So 5 minutes into the meeting, I realized like they just want me to give them like songs, like because they have a guy there that plays the you know, he's still there even though I'm there now, but he like certain key moments, like he triggers the songs and plays it. And I realized, like, man, they brought me, like, they just wanted some advice, which is cool. Like, they tapped into me because they knew that I knew the area.
Be like, I'm a consultant.
It was pretty much that. So I gave them, I told them La Chona, and I told them all this stuff. But then, like 5 minutes into this, I realized, like, that what they were, and I took control of the meeting, and I was like, have you guys ever thought of like having a live DJ at the games? And they all looked at each other and they're like, you know, that's come up before. And I was like, well, you know, I have a lot of friends around the world, a lot of them in the States that DJ like college teams. And like, it's a thing now. It's still kind of new or it's still cool, but it's, you know, it's a thing to have a DJ like at your event. It just adds a different type of energy. And I know this from DJing cardio classes where I'm like staying within the same type of BPM range. Like I'm not.
Where you at when you're at those classes?
In the corner of
No, the BPM range.
At 134.
Okay, that's high, yeah.
For one of the fancy resorts, I do one of the real fancy resorts in town. They're not dancers; they're people like trying out this class. So that's 130 BPM. But in those classes, I'm taking a tangent here. But in those classes, like it's 134 BPM, and I play for like 45 minutes. Then I do 2 cool down songs. Like after doing it for a while, I was like, man, they kind of like I'm kind of bored and like trying to avert my eyes from all the stuff that's going on in the room. But like I'm thinking like I could just give them a mix and they could play a mix. Yeah. And there's times when I couldn't make the class, so I would give them a mix to play. And people will come up to me afterwards and like, man, just the energy of having a live DJ here. It was like an eye opener for me, and I was like, it's just makes
kind
it
of
much more
spiritual,
fun.
right?
It's not like every class we go to, they're gonna have music playing, but when you're there doing it and you're changing and selecting the music and if it's like raining, and I play a song like I play like a Candy Rain for cool down or something like that. Like I just add that stuff that
little vibe, that extra love.
Yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Little wordplay.
So when I used that when I had this meeting, and I said at the U of A, and I said, it's just being like having the energy there, like something goes on in the field and I have a song that will reference it, or I could play that and make it cool. So the time they had asked me, it was only like 6 or 7 home games for that particular year, which is last season. They said, like, these are our dates. Like, let's talk about doing this. But and they didn't have any kind of. They still had to figure out logistics and such. So unfortunately, all but the first game I was booked. I was already booked out for all but that first game. So then I said, well, she's like, well, what can we do? Because there's one moment in the game where we have 5 minutes that we need to fill. And we don't know what to fill it with. I was like, I can make mixes. Let me make mixes that will bridge the gap between like what's going on in the stadium and the students who maybe aren't from here with the neighborhoods that are right outside and the people that live here that have been coming to these games forever. So I did a mix for every game, like 7 mixes, 5 minutes long, and everything I was making, I made sure to be like, how it is as a DJ, like 5 minutes, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
I'm not going to do a 3 styles routine. I'm not going to get super crazy with
For
it.
sure.
You got to be able to hit you got to play enough of the song that people recognize it, because it's like, it's a different type of vibe. You don't always like realize what's playing until like a minute into it, and you're like, oh damn, I love this song.
I started playing for youth football this year.
Oh,
at their
okay.
games.
So
it's a vibe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vibe for sure. Like, it's cool seeing football at that stage. They're youth. They're like
Right.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14 different divisions.
Right.
And they fucking go hard, bro. So I can't even imagine being at a college game, the atmosphere with the kids behind
and
you.
Then, man, it was so beautiful the way it worked out. So the first game, they were like, okay, we're going to play your mix at this time. Give us your image. We're going to put it on the big screen. Gave me all access pass. They're like, we're going to give you a tour. Like, took me on the field, took me in the control room, the whole area. And it's being able to hear my mix like played. I think I might have played La Chona or something. I can't remember what I did on that first mix, but it was that mixed with some hip hop stuff, like creatively done.
Yeah.
And people started like sending me screenshots.
Or I seen
of,
you,
like,
you would
tweets.
share them.
Yeah.
And I see,
And it's
everybody
one
would like
thing-
put
you
it
know
up
how
there.
it
And
is.
it said it said your name on most of the
on the
scoreboards.
it would
say it's a DJ Herm, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
And
that's dope, man.
It was it's one, how it is. It's like one thing for your friends to be like, oh, like, I love your podcast. Your podcast is really dope. But then when their friend that that are complete strangers to you, like, post about, oh, this podcast dope, and then your friend is like, hey, check it out. Like, my friend's talking about you guys, and you guys don't know each other. So that's what happened with the U of A with that first game. Like, it was a 4 or 5 minute mix that they played in a huge stadium. Like, I'm thinking like I'm the only one paying attention to this, listening to it. But then people started like posting and tweeting. One person in particular was like, I've been coming to the games with my dad for like 20 years. I've never heard a Mexican song played in the stadium. It's awesome that they're really doing it. So it was like, then the U of A people caught wind of it. And then the next day they were like talking about it on the sports radio station so it was like the best thing that could happen, because then it made my stock with them go, like, they're like, oh, we got the right guy for this job. So then after that season happened, actually before the season ended, they're like, okay, we want to make you like part of the actual game. We'll get you, as soon as we get the dates, we'll let you know. We want you to come meet us on this day. We're going to talk about putting a booth in, because they got to work the logistics to get
sound and all that shit, make sure it sounds good.
And power.
Yeah.
So being that I know people like Chris Villa and Phoenix and like my friend DV1
That dude's
in
a
Seattle,
fucking beast, bro.
He's so dope. And my friend,
I met him at Cobra Tucson.
Yeah, he used to play there regularly, right?
Yeah, he's at fucking Stardust on Fridays and Cobra on Saturdays, or flipped, one
Phoenix,
of the two. Yeah. I played Stardust a couple weeks ago. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Is it near the?
It's in the on Van Buren. It's a pizza place, and it's like a speakeasy.
Is Ari still? It's the Ari.
Yeah, Ari owns it. Yeah, it's like a speakeasy where you open this
Like a
big
hidden-
freezer door,
Right. That's
and
dope.
then it exposes the bar in the back, and there's like a Saturday Night Fever dance floor,
Right.
changing
Light up?
colors and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
That's sick, man.
It's dope, dude. But I dropped shit up there that I don't normally play down here, just because they appreciate music over there in Phoenix a lot more. But yeah, dude. So they fucked with you heavy then, huh?
Yeah.
After
So then they knowing, like, seeing other people DJ on their Instagram stories, I'm like, they're all in control rooms, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, cool. Like, Like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna go over there. It's easy for them to just plug me into the sound when I'm in a control room. Just get like a short XLR cable.
Right.
So we go. She's like walks me into the stadium. And we start going on the field. And I'm thinking we're gonna walk across the field. And I look up, there's an empty stadium. And there's like 3 dudes, like technical dudes, like they look like they're IT guys, right? And they're standing up there. And she's like, she walks me up there. She's like, this is where we want to put you. It's like right in the middle of Zona Zoo, like right in the middle of students. I'm like, damn, like this is like. Then I just got super nervous, and I was like doubting myself, like, do I want to do this? Like, this is very like, this is nerve wracking. Like, I've been attacked while I was DJing. Like, I had some drama happen, and I got hit with like 15 stitches right here.
For real?
Yeah. So ever since then, I have this like weird PTSD where like I prefer to have my back against the wall and like people around me. It's just like looking over my shoulder type thing. And I'm like, literally like Zona Zoo is right behind me. I was like, man, students are gonna mess with me. I had all these doubts in my mind. I was like, you know what? Like, let's do a sound check and we'll try it. Get there for sound check like 2 days because their scheduling was like super rapid, so they could only get me in a certain time. So like 2 days before the first game, and I start playing. I play music. 2-second delay from the big speaker, and it's like right there. And I'm like, how the hell as a DJ am I gonna deal with a delay out of the main sound? So I brought a monitor to the first game. The monitor just made it worse because it's like so then now I've gotten better by the last game that I played. And by next season, it'll be a little bit easier, but I just have to have my headphones on. I crank them up all the way and tune out. Like I practice my set at home because it's like a short. The majority of the I'm there for the whole game, but it's like certain moments where I'm playing a song, and to them it's like, okay, your DJ is going to be on for 45 seconds. You know, I'm not doing anything fancy. Then I'm playing a song for 45 seconds. I'm just selecting a song to play, But then towards the end of halftime, I get like anywhere from like 4 to 5 minute set. So that's when I like sit down, like plan it. And that's when they put me on the screen and the whole nine. And I plan something that's not overly technical. That's the crowd can read it and hear the music and hit the spot that they want. But also like at least one of those wow factors where it's like people like hear something they weren't expecting. Like I recently came up with a blend with Hypnotize, Biggie Smalls, and Selena Bailas de Cumbia that worked like beautifully together.
Nice.
So I was able to do that, and it's like that. That's like the thing where like if you're paying attention, you're like, wait a minute, that's dope. What's going on right there? And then they look up and they see me on the screen. Like it helps my profile. It's huge for me. So anyway,
the price of business just went up, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So it's really cool. It's really interesting. It's totally different. Even though I'm like my playtime. I was talking about I did a career day thing at a high school today, and I was telling them about how long do you play? Do you play during the whole game? And I was like, actually I don't. I play like less than I do in any other gig. It's a small amount of time that I actually play. And then I realized like, wait, I guess that's like, not that I'm equating myself with the athlete, but that's like play time for an athlete. You're there for the whole game, but sometimes they only play like a few minutes throughout the whole game, but they're still part of the whole team. Right. I don't have a team. It's just me. So I'm like, they line me up, they put me in, I play my set and I'm done. And then if I'm lucky, like people will post videos of me and like tag me, and it helps my exposure, makes my name bigger. And we'll see where it goes from here. But I was really proud of myself just for being able to turn that what the interview was originally. Right. Because I could have just gave them songs and been like, walked out and been like, damn, I thought because I went in thinking they were going to ask me to DJ. I could have just told them what they wanted to know and then walked out and been like a consultant for like 1 day meeting, got some free baggings, and then been like, dang, bummer, I could have been a DJ. And I was able to like take control of it, which is like...
It's all about that upsell, bro. It is all about that upsell. That's awesome, bro. That's a fucking great ass fucking story right there. For anybody that's can you give the listeners your Instagram, bro? Because Herm gets down on his Instagram when he uploads. What do you call them when you do
Herm's
the Herm's refried? He'll get down, bro. I'm telling you, there was one that he did the other day, and I think it was Andre 3000.
Yeah,
was it Andre 3000 over some old school ass beat, bro? And I was like, dude, that is some dope shit, bro. When did you start like doing that? Like, where you started?
That was like my creative outlet. Like a little bit of history on me. Like I've been like DJing for close to 20 years. For 8 years now, since 2011, I've been DJing full time for a living. Nice. I had a corporate job for 17 years. I got laid off, made my passion work for me. But at the same time, like I was telling the kids earlier today, like, when they tell you, like, if you do what you love for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm like, nope, that's not true. Because there's times when I'll do a gig when it's not the most fun gig. And it's like, maybe I'm playing music that I don't like. And I'm like, maybe the crowd is just like not responsive. It feels like a job. And this season, like, for example, this past weekend, I had 6 gigs from Friday to Sunday night. I'm a one-man band, so I'm loading equipment, unload, like everything. 6 gigs in that 2 week span. in that one weekend span, 3-day span.
Fuck
So
yeah.
then I get home, and the last thing I want to do is stand behind my turntables because I just been standing behind my turntables for a living for hours at a time. And it's,
Do you think it's mailing it in if you just take a fucking mixer like an S9 or a Rain?
Say it again.
Like, do you think it's mailing it in?
It is. There's some gigs like the cardio classes I do that with because I'm not doing any tricks at all.
Right.
Like I'm just mixing 8 counts in,
Right.
8 counts out at 134 BPM or whatever. I still bring a turntable we bought a controller. My friend DJ Fatsoul, him and I brought a controller for our brunch gig because it was like, man, we're old. I'm 45. He's 50. Like we're lugging this heavy ass equipment around, setting it up. Like it's wear and tear on our equipment, but also on our bodies.
Yeah.
So and it's a mellow enough gig where we're not like.
Not too many
doing
people
tricks.
knows how much a turntable weighs with their fucking case.
Dude, I weighed all my stuff.
It's like
on stuff.
50.
It's
like 50
it is.
pounds
In the case. And then you got subwoofer and you got speakers and you got the mixer and the whole nine.
Luckily, everything's self-powered these days.
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to bring hell.
Yeah, I got 2 JBL dual 15s. They're 5 series, but they still knock.
Yeah.
They're 1,000 watts a piece.
Those
You know
things,
what I'm saying?
yeah, they make-
it's like a concert series.
Yep, that's dope.
But
So anyways, I was I bring a turntable still, at least one, even when I'm doing a wedding, because I'm not doing any crazy tricks, but I still want to be able to like add a little bit of pepper to add some spice to it or whatever.
For sure.
And I'm not the best turntablist, but it's cool. I feel like it's cool for people to see that. And I don't know if I'll ever transition.
Hey, bro,
to
if you only have 1 or 2 techniques down, that's not a problem. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
true.
Because
It's
like,
true.
But Herm's being very modest because
but-
you won the DJ. What was it? The DJ battle thing. How many? Like was it 2?
They only had it 2 years. And I won
2 years,
both.
and you won both of them.
I won like $1,700 mixers with that. It was so dope.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
That was
because
dope. That was
it
really
fun.
cool.
It was really fun.
That was really cool.
And the first time, the only reason, there's like my friends, like Bonus and Alias and Big Brother Beats. There's really dope DJs in town that are technically much better than me. And when I saw that they were joining this contest, I was like, the only reason I joined it was like, all right, I'm gonna be up there with friends at least. Like if I suck, like at least I'm with friends.
Yeah.
And I think what happened is actually I know what happened is I went in prepared. Like I was like actually practice stuff, and then not only that, but like I didn't like they were nervous too, so they started drinking, and by the time they excelled to the next round, and they were like faded, so it was like not fair that I'm like battling the very first one. I was like going against Bonus, and Bonus is my brother. He's my DJ partner. I started DJing with him.
Right.
I had to like battle him, but pretty proud. I'm really proud of this actually. Like I said, I went in prepared, so I had like little vocal disses to make to the other DJs or whatever, just like but fun ones because they're friends. And I never like the ones where it's like the equivalent of like in the DJ world, it's in the rap world, it's the equivalent of being like suck my dick or you're like
like
gay.
some Yo
It's
Mama
that kind
jokes
of stuff.
type
Yeah,
shit.
like
You
that
know, it was
kind
like
of
all
stuff.
fun.
A-Track used
It's all
that.
fun
I know.
and
I've
play,
seen
you know what I'm
DJs that
saying?
do that, and it's like, man, there's so many other like creative, like witty ways to like this.
so you're big on wordplay too?
Yeah, for sure. But so this particular one, and I had this. It was 8 DJs in the first battle. There was 2 of them, and it was and both were lined up the same way. 8 DJs. It was really poorly planned. Like Apprentice did what he could to like make it as smooth as possible. DJ Apprentice, but it was it was like 10-minute sets. Like if you win the first round, you go to the next round, then you go to the next round. So we were supposed to have like 3 10-minute sets or 15-minute sets like planned. And if you get knocked out the first one, then you practice 2 other sets for nothing. Like it was just not really planned properly. Right. So anyways, I went in with 2.5 sets, like 2 sets planned, and then a couple ideas I had for the third because I was like, I'm not gonna get to the third anyways. At least I'm gonna have 2 sets ready. So one idea that I had towards for the end is like if for some reason I get put up against Bonus, who's my brother, I got a quote from Blood In Blood Out when he's like that's my brother. Like I don't want to kill her from American Me. He's like
Yeah.
He's like take his name off the list. He's like, I can't. That's my brother. I can't kill my brother. And I was like, that's the dopest vocal sample to use against like my brother.
Right.
Bonus.
No, dude.
So that just like won over the crowd. I was also really conscious of like who was gonna go. It's like I knew it was like not Hot 98. It was a radio thing, so I knew their audience was gonna go. Even though I never really listened to the radio, I knew their audience was gonna go. So I was like, I'm gonna throw in some Baby Bash and do like some tone play with like stuff because I know that's what the crowd will react
Right.
to. So I went in like very
Dude,
like
he was
conscious of
prepared,
what to do.
bro.
And I prepared myself, and then I ended up winning. Like I have no idea how I won the second one because again there were even better. I mean not even better, but even really like super dope DJs from other places that were in that battle. But I won.
Hey,
I could put those on my.
You were prepared as well. Again, I guarantee it, man. That's fucking awesome. Okay, let me see. I think we were out of music. We slide on into movies and TV.
And here we go.
Are you the keymaster?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. They're gonna see some serious shit.
Are you okay? So you say you have been watching them. We did kind of talk about
Mandalorian.
the Mandalorian. Okay, did you by any chance see that shit? I saw it. I was like, it's kind of cool. They were having a panel for the newest Star Wars that's coming out, and they had mentioned Carrie Fisher's name, and as soon as they mentioned her name, like a couple lights like flickered and shit, like in the thing, and everybody like kind of got a little thrown off and shit. It was kind of funny. Like you can watch the video on it and shit.
What was it on? What was it?
It was some Star Wars panel like
Okay.
they were doing, like talking about the one that's coming out in a couple of days.
Okay, yeah.
What is that one called? The Rise of
Right,
Skywalker.
yeah,
The Rise of Skywalker. You
It's
go
in
watch
December,
that?
I think, in Christmas time, right?
Yeah, in a couple weeks. In a couple. I said
Are you
days.
are you a
I did say
Disney
days.
nerd or are you a Star Wars nerd?
Bro,
Are you both?
I'm both, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
both.
cool.
I grew up with all that.
I'm
shit
more
too,
Disney
you know
nerd
what
than
I'm
a
saying?
Star Wars nerd, but I grew up on Star Wars, so you got.
I grew up on all that shit too. Like I'm telling you, I told this fool when I did my Disney
Play the
Plus
new game.
first.
No, I'm not a video. I've never been a
Sick.
video game guy.
It's fucking
I've
sick.
I've
what?
heard though. I've
The
heard.
new video game, the
What
Star
game?
Wars one.
Oh no, I haven't heard. I heard. Ooh, can you get that on PlayStation?
Yeah, I got it.
And what is it like? Did you say it's like fighting and shit like that?
Yeah, bro.
Like
You
you
learn the
actually
Force
doing your
and
fucking
shit.
hand and shit?
Yeah, it's
Like
fucking
with a
dope.
lightsaber.
Yep.
Okay, you got to buy the lightsaber?
No, you just use a controller.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I just asked you. I'm trying to. I was like doing that.
They have like a fucking little VR thing that
Okay.
has a lightsaber, and you do shit like that.
Okay.
Like,
That's that next
just
level?
tight too, but I never.
You don't have
played
that
it.
shit?
No.
There's this is totally flexing again, but I saw an ad on the train in Tokyo for this new. I don't even know what system. I think it might be Nintendo, but it's Japan, so they're gonna get stuff before us. But it's like a workout. It's a video game, and the controller's like a disc, like a frisbee kind of thing, and you like have to do like crunch. It's like you're working out while you're playing this game, but like to defeat the guy, you gotta like do this maneuver. So you're doing crunches, and you're like, yeah, look, the commercial looked pretty dope.
Dance Fever fucking. They're like, come on, fatties. We're going to help you. Nintendo.
You've DJ'd at Cobra before, right?
Yeah. I was their very first DJ here in Tucson when they had their grand opening.
Up top, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, when it was up there.
Yeah. Now it's downstairs.
I've heard. I haven't been there in a while.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like if they moved it to where the tokens are,
Uh-huh.
it would be more optimized for a dance club.
Right.
And you have the games over there.
It's tricky because, like, I remember the first time I played, and I don't know if they turned the volume down on it, but the games were so loud. It's just
Right.
like I'm hearing like it's like clashing like crazy.
Ding,
You know?
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
exactly.
It's
well, you're
fucking-
tucked into a corner now where you don't hear no games really.
okay, cool,
and then
cool.
you have a monitor right here.
Right.
But
It's also like I know they had put the lights there that like the fancy Qbert lights like to draw attention to the DJ, but it actually when it was upstairs, but it actually like took attention away from the DJ because you couldn't even see like if
It's
you're
like
looking to see a
this,
silhouette,
yeah.
you're looking. So like I had friends like I told people like I'm DJing. Like I DJed the first night, and I did a few other nights after that, and like friends didn't even see me because they like I wouldn't even see where the music was coming from. Like, did you go upstairs? No, we didn't go upstairs, but we looked up there and didn't look like. I was like, because those lights are like
Right.
Right?
well, I'm telling you, right where the patio is, if they moved the DJ booth over there and had it dancing right
Yeah.
there, it'd be popping,
Yeah.
bro. And you could keep a back like walkway towards the wall.
Right.
Where you got to keep it clear type of shit.
Should make that put
Hey,
a suggestion
bro.
box. Let them know.
I talk to Ari frequently. I fucking made this hat. I had to buy
That's
me
dope.
I'm a new era dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
Mira,
dope.
Cobra Crew.
I
Get it.
He's like, that hat you did for, you know who M. Rocca is?
Yeah.
I
Phoenix?
DJ'd with him up there in Phoenix, and then he came down for the day before Thanksgiving. I made him a hat.
Same kind.
Yeah, same one, but like a corduroy one.
Oh, okay.
Snapback. And Sean Biggie, he goes by Mean Mugs on Instagram. He was like, "The hat's fucking clean. Where's mine?" I got a lot of people hitting me up for these hats.
That's dope.
So I'm gonna have to make them and throw them to everybody because
Why not,
I'm
man?
there like every fucking Saturday, bro.
You still there on Saturdays?
I'm not the resident,
Okay.
but it seems as if I am.
Or does it alternate?
They alternate,
Okay.
yeah. I'm there at least 2
Oh, you're there even if you're not playing. You're saying you're just
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, this week I'm doing an opening from 9 to 12,
Okay, cool.
so it's always a good time there.
Yeah.
And
that's
when
a
you
dope
get
spot.
tired, you can go play the games. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel that block is still not like
No, they need to develop that part of Congress.
Yeah,
still.
and it sucks because like there's places that are trying, but they have to even the sushi spot they have to go through the tough times before it gets to
What the sushi spot though? They wanted them to sign like a 20-year lease to lock
damn, I
that
know that.
to lock that price in
Right,
because everything went up. But
Right.
For what sushi spot?
on a roll.
Oh, I miss on a roll.
I do
man.
too, bro. Oh,
I
Dominic's
fucking
my boy, bro.
We've
I haven't
talked
seen
about
him
that,
in a
and
minute,
Mondo
man.
was
Yeah.
telling you he knows that dude too.
Yeah, he's that's
right.
my boy, man. But yeah, I mean, Rising Rent will eat you alive, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how Rivals lasted for so long on Congress.
Are they not there anymore?
No, they're not there anymore.
Are they closed?
I don't know him,
Right.
but I know they closed on Congress.
Because they used to be on the other side, on the other Congress, right? On Broadway.
That store was tight too.
Yeah, but those guys, man, there was like this typical. I haven't been a streetwear guy for a while because every time I go to a streetwear stop, I get the most attitude, man. I've gone into Supreme and everyone's like too cool for school,
dude. You know what's crazy? I know about 8 years ago, I would walk into Supreme with no fucking line. I would get any multiple size of any
Right.
shirt I wanted. I could buy multiple sizes shoes. Whatever I wanted, bro, they would sell. Now there's a fucking line, and now you can only buy your own size.
Right.
Like
They don't want the resales.
Yeah. When JR had his store open in the Tucson Mall Zillionaire, I took some consignment items over there, and I made a decent amount of money.
Nice.
So it was a cool little flip. I mean, it's
bootlegger.
Yeah, that dude does bootleg a
just
lot of
fucking with
shit,
you. Hey,
bro.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, I wasn't bootlegging.
Oh, okay.
No, those were legitimate.
resell.
Those were legit. I had the receipt in the bag.
Did you wear them once before?
No,
you sold them?
hell no. How you gonna wear some chonies and then put them back in the
I'm
bag?
just wondering, bro.
First of all, they're
I wouldn't
Hanes.
put it past you.
They use Hanes, bro. That's the wackest choni in the world.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I,
the hype, man.
I wear Ralph
It's easy to
Lauren,
get
so
sold.
I get it. I get it.
Mira.
I'm a low head. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Target dude, man. I
Yeah.
walked into Target the other day and I was like, Target has some dope clothes, man. Like I wouldn't wear the sneakers, but I do have dress shoes that I could wear from Target that I wear for my gigs.
I get dress
because
shirts over there.
Yeah, like Target's. Like I was there last night. And I'm like, man, I would rock a full Target outfit.
The
Target's
buyer,
Target's like the next level above Walmart. And
the
shit.
buyer curated a nice
Like
selection.
above
for
I feel like
Target.
way above.
way
Walmart.
above.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty good distance.
But like
Bro.
the jacket, this is a Target jacket, man. This Target's fresh.
Man, you
Like
look
this-
fly.
Yeah, I love this, man.
Came in clean and looking all
My
GQ.
socks are Target, boxers are Target.
Did a fuck? How many interviews or little presentations did you say you did today?
Three 30-minute ones.
3 30
Yeah.
minutes.
And I was like nervous.
Was it a junior high or a
high school.
A high school.
16 to 21 because alternative high school.
That's
So,
cool, man. That's
Don't
cool.
get them started again though.
We're good.
I
We're
know,
good.
remember?
We're good. We're good.
I might have to throw his little rant at like the very end. I've been doing that when we have like good little filler parts that from the something new shit that we video instead. I'll throw it at the very end and shit, just as like some little bonus material. And
It was
shit like that.
they were all like, you know, at that age, like some of them were like attentive and some were like too cool for school and like on their phone the whole time. But then I started I did like a presentation. I brought the controller out and I did the Biggie thing and the Selena thing just to kind of show them an idea. It's hard to talk like about DJing for 30 minutes. Like,
For sure.
Like you can't even talk about basics with
No, I mean, we could talk DJing for 30 minutes,
like
but
even to explain to somebody.
Right.
Like you think it's 30 minutes, and then you're just like, man, I still need like 3 hours to even tell you exactly what this stuff does. So I did the best that I could, and it was mostly because it was career day. It was mostly like being able to be the opposite, because there was like firefighters there, and there was like, I think there was like military personnel there talking about like different options. And I was like, look, I graduated high school. I went to college for a little bit, never graduated. Like I did do a corporate career, but then I ended up making my passion work for me. And now I'm more successful than I was at that corporate job doing this.
But do you think it's appropriate?
Hashtag fuck college.
No. Not only that, but
I think they
like,
were more
like
like
a-
I think they were more trying to get them to graduate high school. Like,
No,
I feel like
hey,
it was like
no,
finish
it's-
this program.
Yeah,
and-
no, I got you. I was just fucking.
do you
saying
think it's
stupid shit.
important to inform them though that some people can't make it off of DJing?
Yeah, no,
or
for sure,
can't
for
make
sure.
it off of hip
Well,
hop.
there's people that just can't like. I told them like, and I felt this way like for years. It's something that I've told to other people the reason why I get booked like I do, and my name is like whatever it is here, is not because of like my skill. Not only because of my skill. I don't want to take anything away from myself, but there's DJs like I said earlier that are way better than me here in town. But I am professional. I'm reliable. Like I can deal with
punctual.
somebody. I'm not always punctual, but like
Hey, mistakes happen.
If an issue pops up, like during a wedding or a corporate event or something like that, like I'm flexible enough to work around it. And I also had I worked at a pretty big bank for a long time, so I had that customer service stuff like drilled into me. Like we had to do this stuff every year, like a cover your ass type of thing. So it's like and I'm not sure if like that really like I did learn stuff from that, but I think it's just my personality. Like I've always been like,
Definitely.
this isn't working. Let's make it this way instead of like, what do you mean? Instead, like I'm gonna unplug my stuff. Like it's not you don't get anywhere with that. But I think that's a reason why, like all of my stuff, I do everything backwards. I still don't have a website to this day.
Me
I've
neither.
never had a website. Really?
I've been working on everybody else's shit.
I was gonna say, like, I'm surprised.
I don't have my.
You're like the mechanic.
It's funny.
You're like the dope mechanic whose car's always broken.
I have a fucking a
domain
under construction page.
So do I. I have a domain name.
But from there, you can get my phone number or my fucking email from there. So it's like I'm good.
See, I just need something basic like that, just a page where they can contact me.
Squarespace, bro.
Well, I have the domain name. I have DJ Herm, which I hate the DJ part of it, but
it's all good.
But it was available, so I was like, I had to jump on it before somebody else does, and then I'm like confused with that.
Have you tried to look up herm.com?
Yeah, I didn't look up Herm. I actually kind of scared to look up
Herm. It's way
gone. It's probably something else.
I've seen because I have so many clients that ask me.
Herm on Facebook, on Instagram was taken.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to be that's just that, and I messaged the guy, and it was like a dead account for a long time. I messaged him like a few times, like, "Hey, you interested in giving us up?" And then no response, not even a red thing. And then all of a sudden, like one day, I looked at it. And the dude had like thousands of pictures. And I was like, wait, this guy must have had it private or like on, I don't know how he would have done it where I wouldn't have seen it before. But all of a sudden I realized that this guy, yeah, maybe. This guy had stuff that was like, well, no, because I was still able to message it. And I was still able to see like an empty site. And it just went like literally from 0 to 100. Like I looked at one day and I was like, there's no way that this guy posted all this stuff recently. Like I've messaged him twice in the past year, and this stuff goes back like a few years.
Probably, so anyways, there's probably a way to like turn it off for a little bit or something like that.
Yeah. He's like a somebody too. So there's like now at this point he's not going to give up the name. So.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't give up DJ Herm because I gotta like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean,
I thought about rebranding at one point.
Freaky Cheeky.
Freaky Cheeky. Cheeky's my nickname. So Freaky Cheeky
because of the trumpet playing.
You got that. I thought he was gonna do the Hawaii 5-0.
That's fucking awesome.
But then I was like, nah, man, because people call me Sench.
I've always been like a name guy. Like I like. I mean, there's dope like A-Track. There's dope DJs that don't do it, but like DJs that just use their like original name. Like I've always been a fan of that. Like,
I was really into Nas when I first came out. Was DJ Esco.
Oh, I'm glad you changed that.
Right, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like Century's dope.
But there's also like I've looked up like DJ Herm, like just Googled it to see, and there's other people. It's their name also, so they just But there's probably like a lot of DJ Centuries. There's probably like I know DJ Alias. There's like a lot of like somebody confused him like and hit him up for a gig in New York, and he was all excited like. Dude, that guy hit up for this gig in New York. Like, what should I? And then he found out that it was like they had the wrong. There's an alias based out of
New York and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks. And you're like, dude, I'm going to fucking New York, bro. And it wasn't.
That's getting called the big leagues, bro.
Fuck.
Alias, I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's all
good.
Can
you imagine getting flown out to Brooklyn, just goes rock a set, and then getting flown home.
So let me talk about that.
Everybody's like, I thought he was a white dude.
Well, that's the thing is the alias in New York was a black dude. So I'd be like, that would have been so dope if you would have booked it and then showed up.
Would have been like, what the fuck?
Like literal
we
record
got
scratch.
alias with the wrong alias.
But that's like speaking about how you're saying like getting booked and flying out. Because I've played in places like flex stuff or whatever, like Sweden, Guatemala, Tokyo, and then in the States. And like Boston, both times I got flew out. It was a private gig. It was a private gig, but they paid me, flew me out, gave me free sneakers. Like it was like they're super nice people, and I love them to death.
That's Newberry Street, right?
Newberry's in
Boston.
That, yeah.
Boston.
But is there a flagship store on Newberry
for New Balance? Mm-hmm. No, New Balance has like they own like a part of downtown. Is like they have 2 huge warehouses. They have a stadium. They have a basketball court. The factory is actually about an hour away from that. Like the factory is like in the factory industry district. But Sweden, I got flown out and paid to DJ twice vinyl gigs. Like this is strictly vinyl. Like this dude was so dope. Like
So you're a purist.
I mean. I'm not, but I I'm not, but I can get down like that. Not because, it's just because that's how I came up. So before that was the only option.
Right.
And I still buy records to this day. I still buy 45.
So I use Phase now.
Can you explain?
Is that sacrilege? Okay.
I have that too.
So
I use that. I bought that for the games because I was worried about the stadium.
The bass.
Yeah.
Nice. See, that's where that would come in handy. Can you explain to the listeners what a purist is?
Turntables with vinyl only,
like
to where you're basically queuing up a song per particular area, and if you fuck up, you fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's no cue button where you can go back to that point. It's literally
Like if the record skips,
you're
it skips.
adjusting to a particular part of a song. So say 54 seconds.
Yeah.
That's where you let it go. And you have to have a whole routine, and there's no key lock either. So when you're going plus or minus in pitch, it sounds like this, or it sounds like this. You know, like you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
There you go.
that's the more
School
accurate.
us.
So
That's cheap
so
speaking right there.
you know,
yeah.
dropping knowledge.
Drop it, that shit.
I unfortunately didn't come up in that area.
Right.
I started with tapes and fucking CDs.
Right.
So there
And
was
the thing
really
is, like the pure, like purists, there are CD DJ purists. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just purists on. I mean, there's gonna be people who 20 years from now are playing on Phase or playing on, you know, whatever
Little
Serato or
controllers and
whatever.
shit, yeah.
And there's gonna be something new, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're a purist because you still only
still
play on
use
that."
Serato.
But it's just what you're comfortable
It's
with.
Right.
It's just gonna be one big ass piece of glass right there, and everything lights up. It's gonna be all.
you need that
futuristic
fader,
Tron.
bro.
But,
Tron
but
style.
the Sweden thing happened because it was in the pre-Serato days, and this guy came. It's a good friend of mine now, but at the time he like looked up in the weekly and he saw like Funk and Soul Night going on at Heart 5. So he went to
Heart 5.
That's where I cut my teeth. That's where I started DJing at my Tuesday nights.
Dog, I went there a couple times and they got closed for selling ecstasy.
Damn.
Jesus.
I've been there for like a long time. So, anyways,
I know exactly when I'm pretty sure you were there when I turned 21 and I started going to Heart 5. I used to go
Mondays
back
were
there
cracking.
yeah, Monday was a hip hop night. Yeah,
When,
I didn't start the hip hop night, but by the time we got towards the end of it, I was DJing that with Bonus.
I want to say his name was Al, but I don't know if it was Al. Was it
Emerald.
Emerald, the DJ
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the bouncer dude?
Oh,
The bouncer dude, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
The big dude, the big black dude. And he
No,
had like
no,
he had
big
like
dude.
no, you know what? He was dope as fuck. He was like such a good friend, and fucking I used to love going there, bro. Like I remember the best. What was it? The best fucking what drink is it? The one that has like tomato and clamato and shit like that.
Michelada? Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, yeah.
I can't fuck with those, bro.
Bloody Mary I've ever had in my life was made by not the fucking bartender, but the girl that fucking was the waitress. She got down. Like she wanted to be the bartender, but she never was. But like I would ask her and she would be like, oh, it was like a customer request. And I would let her make me my fucking Bloody Mary, bro. Oh my God, it was the best Bloody Mary.
Damn.
And in the back, they used to have that little like lounge area.
With the
It was
pool-
like
pool table for a minute. Yeah.
multiple fucking levels
Yep.
and shit like that. Dude, it was all comfy back there. Everybody was all lit. Bro, that shit was fun. Dog.
You ever spin
I used
at
to
Pearl?
love-
No, I never played at Pearl.
Me either.
I never went to Pearl.
I never went to Pearl either. Yeah,
I've
me
never
neither.
been to Pearl.
It was a vibe, bro. Mario had it fucking
Mario
lit,
killed
bro,
it,
in
bro.
the back. And you know what was tight? It was the fucking bathroom situation. It was like a co-ed type of thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like co-ed, like
Like there was a big
Urinal?
washing station in the middle, and there was a bunch of private bathrooms.
Culinary Delights? Oh, but not Culinary has a thing in the middle, but it still has separate bathrooms.
No, everything
or
was.
Congress. Sorry, not Congress, Rialto. They're new bathrooms.
Yeah, no. Like
Okay.
so, like say in the middle of this room was a circle,
Right.
And around that circle was
This is at Pearl you're talking about.
Pearl, yeah.
Okay.
Around that circle were individual bathrooms with doors, stalls,
Right.
but like
No urinals.
There was no boys and girls.
Right,
it was
right,
all
right.
together. Everybody was
it was just
integrated.
private.
Damn, they're ahead of the time.
Dude, it was lit because
Yeah.
you can meet a vibe
Right,
in there.
right,
you know,
right,
like you little,
Meet me in middle stall.
you know,
And you're washing each other's hands all sensually.
or you flick water at her.
Hey, dude. The last thing I had in fucking movies and shit was, did any of you guys see the new James Bond trailer?
I did today, just right before I came here.
No
actually.
Time
It was
to
good.
Die.
No, I've heard of it though.
Yeah,
looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good.
It's his
That
last
guy
film,
was-
right?
Him and what's the girl's name? I can't remember the girl, the Latina girl, Cuban, I think. They were in Knives Out too.
Were they?
Yeah.
I
Knives
was
Out's pretty good.
I wanted to watch that
Yeah.
yesterday, dude. We were gonna go there, but it was like we had just missed the Knives Out cutoff, and then
okay.
it was between
You had to
that
wait another 2 hours
and then
to-
watching something else, and then I was like, let's just do this 21 Bridges.
Nah,
dude.
Knives Out is cool. It's
My
like
pops hit me up. He was like, "Hey, they're doing my fucking, they're doing my carpet." He's like, "So I gotta go like kill some time. When you want to go see a movie?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
So we just
Yeah, it's
went
like an
and
old
saw that
school
shit.
whodunit type.
But it
movie.
was a good, it was a decent movie. But yeah, the James Bond trailer. Make sure you check
check
that
it
shit
out.
out,
Yeah.
and make sure you check out the fucking what was it? There was something. Oh, the Rise of the Resistance. I might have to send you this video.
Yeah.
Where this dude walks you through it. I'm telling
whole
you,
thing.
like there's
It's like
more-
20 minutes. I
It's
saw it today.
crazy, bro. Like you're walking through, and then eventually you get to a room to where you're getting in like a fucking transport thing, and you feel the fucking transport take off, and then eventually the transport lands. You get out the fucking transport, and then go to a whole new fucking.
But
like,
the
you're in
people
like
that come out to get you into the room are like Darth Vader's crew. They come out and like they're employees,
So
but they're like also like guiding you, but they're in character.
They're
Did you
playing,
see the one where
they're
the guy
playing
was
the
like,
roles, dude? They get down, bro. It's so
you see the
dope.
one where he's like, the dude's like, "You're intimidating," and she's all, "Thank you." Is that the one you saw?
I don't think so.
Oh, there's a 20-minute
I don't know.
video.
Some white dude. It was the LA Times. It was the LA Times
all those
guy.
Disney bloggers, man. Like,
Man,
that's what you got to get in on,
Dude.
Disney blogging. You get on all the rides for free.
I was gonna
word?
open with that is the fact that I fell down a Disney blog fucking rabbit hole the other night when I was trying to go to sleep.
I've done that.
Is I found all these couples that have fucking like season passes and they have shows, bro. That's what they do. They go, they're like showing you the ride, and then the next one is like 5 things you need to eat next time you come to Disneyland.
Yep.
Like they just go there to make fucking videos, make content. They all got like hundreds of thousands of fucking followers and shit, bro. It's fucking crazy.
You got to add Tokyo Disney
it was
to your
dope,
list, dude.
man. It was dope. Yeah, I definitely do. The next thing we're doing.
My tia said that France wasn't that good.
Paris one? Yeah, I've never been to the Paris one.
Well, that's
Or
what
Hong Kong or Shanghai.
Just Dorian said that he didn't like France too. Remember, he said it was all fucked up.
They had the Ratatouille ride though.
Said there was too
they're
much.
putting that in Disney World, the Ratatouille ride
Okay,
in Epcot Center.
that's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the Tron ride. The Tron ride that they did in Singapore is going to be in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I'm kind of like, I'm curious. It's gonna be dope. But there was like a little tucked away. It was like a smoking area, but it was like my getaway spot. Like when there was nobody smoking there, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like step away from the park for a little bit, and right there is where they're putting the Tron ride. I'm like, damn, there goes my whole little.
Nah, for reals, dude. Like out there, it's so much more spread out. It's awesome. Like they have so much more room to expand over there. Like eventually, Disney World's gonna just out fucking shine Disneyland.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's just they because Disneyland doesn't have any. They don't. They
Their
have
space
to. They have to work within the
space
parameters.
is basically gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the space is gone.
It's gonna get to a point where they're gonna have so much money where it's buying out a neighborhood's not gonna be an issue though.
Well, that's what like I don't know.
And
how
there
much
is
you
a
know
couple. There is a couple small neighborhoods that they probably could. Because I remember because we stayed in an Airbnb that was right behind fucking Disney. All we had to do was walk around to get to the front of the fucking thing and shit. But like, yeah, dude, there's a little adjacent neighborhood that they could probably buy. It's kind of weird.
I don't know if you know like how much history you know about like Walt Disney, but when they did like after he built Disneyland, like his biggest regret was that he didn't think bigger, because then all these like little fly by night hotels started moving in and were like horrible service and like just trying to like little leeches off of what the fact that Disney was bringing tons of people here. So then when he did Disney World, he didn't want people to know what he was doing until it was already like in under construction.
They did it under like a different name and shit. Yeah,
he had 5 different companies buy up like a shell company, and back then it was like nowadays it's easy to trace that. You could trace it back to one person, but back then it was a lot harder to do it. People just wouldn't think to do it. Like so, one company A would buy this land, company B would buy this, boom, 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 and then. After they start building up and then roll it all up into one, and then it was like boom, look what's coming. Like it was like a surprise like that. Now you hear about it when before they even break ground, you know what's coming. Remember that fake like that in Wilcox or not Wilcox in Eloy, they were gonna build a amusement park there.
I remember hearing about that.
But the article, like everybody fell for it because it was like. A Disney-like amusement park is coming, and everybody was like,
"Saw
Disney's
Disney."
Coming to,
it says
yeah.
Disney-like.
I'm like, no, it says it in the headline. I was arguing with so many people.
Disney-like
Disney.
people.
And then
yes, I remember
never
that.
even came to fruition. They just
nothing.
got people excited.
I heard there was going to be a Six Flags out in Vail at one
Mall
time.
of America.
I heard that too.
Yeah, dude.
Mall of America. I heard that too.
Damn, that would have been nice, man. Fucking Mall of America. I heard that shit is huge as fuck.
That's what she said.
Ha! You get one every fucking. Okay, let me see. I didn't have anything for fashion and culture this week. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was cool.
Did you do a
family
Thanksgiving
stuff? Just really mellow. Like it did, like just chicken enchiladas from my mom's, and then afterwards we went to my cousin's house where like the whole family gets together and had like a proper turkey dinner. But at my mom's, it was just my mom, my uncle, and my brother and me. My brother came to town. It was really chill, really chill.
What about you, Don? What did you do? You
I had 2 places, my tia's and my mom's. Did a real BIG.
Yeah.
Had to drop the kid off with her mom, like around 3 o'clock, and then I went to my dad's house and I ate shrooms and shit. It was fucking lit.
Fuck yeah. Hey.
It was fucking the best Thanksgiving I ever had in my life.
Yeah?
Like
Hey.
it was so tight. Like we watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's probably
And I did a DJ set like 15 minutes. I don't even want to listen to it.
Where?
At the house?
Yeah. I recorded it. I was
Inspired
just
by
too-
Nightmare Before Christmas and
Yeah,
Shroom? You got a shroom set?
a shroom mix.
Shroom set. All right, you better send it to me. I want to
I
check
don't
that
even
out.
want anybody to hear it.
Send it to me, dog.
I know it's awful. I know
Send
it
it
is
to me.
because I was out there, bro.
Send it to
I was
me.
full on weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, same dog. My cousin, he came down.
You did shrooms too?
We hung out. Nah, I hung out with family. We did like, the whole thing. Actually, we did Thanksgiving with my brother-in-law and them the weekend before. You know what I'm saying? We did it all Friendsgiving style, weekend before type. And then, went to my tia's house, went home, tried to take a nap, all full and shit. Then tried to go to, and then from there we went to my tia's house. My cousin came into town and shit. We had a good ass time over there. Took the dogs over there because he brought his dog, so my dog gets to visit his cousins and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Dog cousins.
You know how it is, the dog's cousin. Well, shitty day in sports is ASU is holding on to the Territorial Cup
Gang.
for this year, but
Third year in a row.
we still got the overall score. I was trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. We're still in our favor though.
We swept you last year in basketball too.
Well, today this is a new year. We'll see how it goes, but.
I don't know, I'm a big Sun Devil fan, dog.
Really? Why? Did you go there? Or
My
why?
dad's from Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
So he just raised us like in the Devils.
Right.
And I was like a real big Nike dude until they went Adidas. And now
Damn,
I'm
you're hardcore about your
Right.
allegiances.
He's a purist.
man.
Yeah,
It just so happened that Kanye jumped over to Adidas too.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? So I wish he would have stayed with Nike. I think we would have had a different flavor.
Right.
Those
you
are
know?
the only Kanye's I would ever want is those red
Dude,
Octobers.
What size you wear?
10.
I'm gonna let you wear those shoes first. I'm gonna let you break those in so you can see what they
Why
feel
would you
like.
do that?
Because that's how good they feel. That's how comfortable
your
they are.
your Yeezys.
Yeah.
You don't let me wear them shits.
Just you can try them on. You can
You're
walk
gonna get
around.
them all ponchados and shit. Fucking, I'm gonna fucking the
Hey,
soul.
dog, I'm just telling you, one wear
I'm
will
gonna
sell you
smash
on
the
them.
soul on them shits.
One wear will.
I did get myself some Jordans on, or not Jordans, some LeBrons.
I put myself on that Nike app to remind me for the bread release, the 11s,
Okay.
the black branded leather.
Yeah.
I mean,
Those are nice, dude.
they're
I like
nice,
those.
but I don't know if I'd wear them.
But you want to know something funny? The LeBrons that I got, they're like the poor man's bread.
Oh yeah,
They look just like the. Remember,
Okay.
did I send you the picture?
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They've got like they're LeBrons,
They got the
but
padded
they
leather?
have the front, the shiny part of what the 11 that's coming out.
It's a padded leather.
It's a padded leather. It's all shiny and shit like that.
Yeah.
What is the other one
Shiny?
that's famous from that particular 11? The Space Jam, right?
Yes.
That's the one that's famous. Like the ones that he wore when he did Space Jam and
Right.
shit. They're the
Concords.
Concords, yeah. But they're the same. They're that same style, just in black and red. Those are the breads, and those are the ones they're releasing. Is it this weekend? Next
No,
weekend?
December
Next- a couple
something.
weeks?
Yeah, I got to alert.
I
on
do
that.
like those, dude. Like I'm not too big on the Jordans anymore. Like I said, these LeBrons I got them cheap as shit, dog, on some Black Friday delivery shit, free delivery, everything, and it was like 25% off. It was dope. I got them from Dick's Sporting Goods.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I came up on them shits. That was the only thing I bought.
Well, that's my fucking Christmas gift to myself.
Okay,
I'm getting
hey,
shit else
why
for
not?
Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? In the tech and not really new shit, but there is definitely, like we talked about it. You said there's a Baby Yoda Pop Funko coming out
Yeah,
already.
man, the 10-inch.
A 10-inch and the regular size.
the
That
regular
goes in
size.
tech?
I mean, it's tech and new shit.
Oh, okay.
It's like so that I need to kind of I don't want to streamline it too much, but tech and new shit is just like new toys,
Right,
anything
right.
like I try to separate, but it's all pop culture shit.
Right.
I even have a fashion and culture one, and that one's even kind of like It's usually like we talk about shoes or like some sort of clothes or whatever the fuck, but I don't really have anything this week. But
A-Track DJ the Dior show. That was the first time Dior had an American fashion show, and
In New
A-Track
York?
curated it. Yeah.
Damn.
okay,
Imagine being at that level, man, where you could do like that, where you get invited for that kind of stuff. Just to do what you do. That'd be so
Yeah,
dope.
like you do this every day
Right,
type
right,
shit.
right,
and
right.
It's just like, all right, you want me what kind of vibe you looking for? And then we
Right.
can go from there.
Right.
Yeah, man.
you think for like if some opportunity came up, you'd ever leave Tucson for that opportunity?
I thought about moving to Tokyo, actually. Like, I thought about that stuff, but, I've said this term like a million times, and I stick with it because it makes sense. But, like, I consider myself a blue-collar, like, / working class DJ. Like, I'm not one of those superstars. I'm never going to be one of those superstars. I never really strive to be. Like,
But you
that was
can,
never my
though.
goal.
But you can.
I don't know if I
Bro.
don't know if I'd want it. I don't know if I'd want it to be.
Not even just for the bag.
Well, yeah, of course, for the money would be good, but like, I just don't know if I would. Like, I don't know. There's just so many. There's like, you have to be a certain type of personality to be able to like navigate that. And I'm low key, man. I like staying
I hear
low
you,
key.
bro.
I like staying chill. But like I said earlier, like I don't even have a website. Like all of my business, like
Word of mouth.
word of mouth stuff. And if I were to move, like I know people who DJ in Tokyo, and it's more like, we're getting $100 to this club night or whatever, and it's like a chill club. It's not like there's other DJs that get more stuff, but this is like just a really low key thing where we got to do what we want to do, and their culture. It's not 100%, but their culture is a little bit different where they don't really have like my biggest money maker would be like a wedding reception or something like that, and they don't really have that in their culture. So I'd have to like teach English or figure something out there. But anywhere I moved would be a struggle to like.
So if you had a degree from the university here and you went over there to teach English, you'd make some bank?
You don't even have to have a degree here. You just have to have you have to, I can't remember. I know some people that have done it, but there's like some qualifications you have to have, but it's relatively easy to go out there to get a visa to teach for a period of time. It's just
some online shit, some online courses.
They pay for your house too?
No, I don't think they do that, but they pay you well enough that you can find a spot to live.
Right.
But maybe not live like in the city where I'm fortunate that my friends that stay there, like he works for the embassy, so they stay in like really nice areas of town. That average I wouldn't be able to afford at all. It's like living in the
Manhattan,
in the middle of Manhattan. Yeah. But there's other people that I know that live in outskirts, and their train system, everything is like so much more efficient there that you can live in outer areas and still be involved in what's going on.
Right.
And save money at the same time.
So you can go different sections pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope, man.
And their trains are, Japan's just amazing thing. Their trains are on time, exactly. They run on time all the time, constantly. You can get to where you're not running, like waiting for a bus that's like late or whatever. It's like very efficient. It's very clean. Like for the most part, it's very clean. Like there's times when I've like bought a water bottle, like just because I'm enjoying the city, walking around, and I have like nowhere to throw it. And sometimes I'll pop into like a fast food or restaurant or something like that and just like throw it in the trash and then walk out. But they just carry their trash until they get home or where they're going and then throw it out there. I don't know. You see, there's like this popular video about their baseball games. Like after they have, anytime they have a huge game, the fans have these bags, blue bags. They stick around. They clean up their own bleachers.
That's
that would
awesome,
never happen
dude.
here. But it's just a different type of vibe there, man.
You know what that
safe,
is?
Like
that's fucking Food for Less for that ass right there. You remember Food for Less? Right here. Do you remember Food for Less?
Yeah. It's not
bro,
there anymore?
No, dog. Them shit's a big gum, bro. I helped open up both of the motherfuckers. There was one right here, and then there was the one over there on Orange Grove and shit. And I helped set them up. Like I got hired like at the fucking very beginning and shit. But then I wound up working at this one for a little while. But that was what the thing was, bro. It was like you were a cashier. And you could have this mom that has like a kid in her arms and another one in the fucking basket. And she's got to bag all her own shit because that's what Food for Less was. Like there was no baggers.
Well, you know what?
It was weird. It was weird.
Grocery stores in Japan are the same way.
See, and that's what I'm saying. They're big in California because remember in California they charge. Well, apparently now they charge. I don't know if that's how it was back in the when Food for Less was open, but Food for Less was like still open over there. They're still like very fucking over there. There's those in like Ralph's, bunch of weird shit. Those are like the Fry's and Safeway of over there. But
they just opened up a Cardenas right here.
Oh, I heard about that.
I haven't been there yet.
That.
I have a
lit.
Crazy story about that spot that like gives me weird energy going there.
Is it the Fry's? It used to be a Fry's,
It used to be Smith's.
Smith's,
yeah,
dude. I used to love that.
That was
Chinese.
my first job ever.
I used to love that Chinese food from there.
Yeah,
that little Chinese food spot right there.
Yeah, in there too.
Dog, that was my shit right there.
I had some guys that I knew that were like, it was like there was a murder involved basically, and I was like, the good friends of mine. I just got off my shift, so it was like when I walked in that little area where it all happened. This was in '94, I think. It's just weird. Like I haven't been in there yet because I still just get that feeling. I had to go in there a couple times when it was I used to work at the it was Bagger there, and then in the bank inside there.
Okay.
So there was times when I had to go back since then.
Bro, I know I've seen you working at the bank. You look so familiar now that I look at you. I'm like, and then the funny thing is, you forgot to bring that up, dog. Is like when I did my little 520 magazine. I don't know if I ever told you that he was one of the first interviewers like that.
I didn't know
he was one of my
first.
interviews.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the first ones on my interview and shit. Oh, you know what? I did tell you that because I was telling him
about etiquette.
I was like fucking Herm, dog. Like I remember I was recording him, and then he was sitting in front of me, and I was asking him questions, and like we had the whole back spot to ourselves and shit because that was when I was over there with Chris and them at the barbershop right there on Broadway, and like homegirl came into the back, and like Herm was talking, but like he seen like she was gonna say something or something. I just seen him go like fucking like kind of like, hey, we're doing something. Shush. put his
Somebody-
finger up. He put his finger up and he's like, look, we're like fucking, we're doing business right now. It was awesome though. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm like, man, Herman, he was in the middle of a story. It was fucking dope, bro. That was when I was doing that 520 magazine. I don't even know how I came across like wanting to do the fucking interview with Herm, but it was dope as fuck that I reached out to him and he was down for whatever.
I really appreciate that too.
That was
because,
cool
like I
as
said,
fuck.
I'm super low key, so I don't really I don't network. I don't like reach out for like stuff like that. So when it happens, like, you know, quote unquote organically,
Yeah.
like it means that's that much more to me. You know what I mean? Because
Definitely, dog.
I'm
And
doing the right things without having to like do the things you're supposed to do.
I told Cash and like fucking Marley and them, I promised them, I was like, man, I one of these days when I can have the time to do it, I'm gonna print out like the magazines that I did do, because I do have my own printouts.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then, we had a plug across the street with a fucking printer. Oh, those were the fucking days, bro. Like we used to get shit printed, fucking this shit like that, cheap as fuck, brochures, business cards, like anything we needed from this dude for a lot. And then he fucking moved to Phoenix, so then it just it went.
Yeah.
But for a while there, bro, that was the spot. But where was I going with that?
I don't know.
What was I talking about right now? What was I just talking about?
I can't
What was I
remember.
just talking about? Printing shit.
No, before
Oh
that.
no, we were doing the interview.
Yeah.
But that dude printed me out the first 3 episodes or 3 magazines
did
that
you
I
have
did.
total?
I did 4. I did
And you're
4.
on 7. This is 73rd podcast.
Yeah, but that was
Damn.
that was the 520 magazine. But this
No,
is,
I know, but
that was a
Yeah,
school
it's
project.
A lot of episodes, bro.
That
Every
was
week you do it.
That was a school project. That started as a school project, and by the time I graduated, that's where it ended. It ended at 4. No, it ended at 3, and then I was doing.
Did you print them out for school? Did you turn them in as?
I turned them in as
okay,
projects. Yeah,
and
man.
then you made a couple for yourself.
I even had a website, dude. I even made a because I was also taking internet classes at the same time, so we had to make a website like as our thing. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna make this the 520 magazine thing,
Right.
so people could go there, and I made it so that you could watch. The PDF was like the full version PDF.
Right.
So you watched it on a screen like this and it looked really nice and clean, but also made a mobile version that didn't take too long to load. So if it would say mobile version and
I
fucking
used a
full
PDF
screen
one because I
version.
made it my profile pic or my whatever cover picture, and I remember because I had to like screenshot it and then crop out the area because it wouldn't let me save it directly.
Ah, really? That sucks. But
But
yeah.
because it was a PDF version and not versus the web version.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I still have that shit, and I'm still gonna print them shits out, and I want to give everybody that was in that because that shit was fun as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like 808 told me about that shit, and then
Was he in it?
Yeah, 808 was. They were on the cover of the third one.
dope.
Honor Roll Gang was on the cover of the third one. It was Cash was on the first one. Damn, who was on the second one? I'm trying to say, might have been. I'm really drawing a blank on who was on the second one right now.
LP Dog?
Nah, I know.
kidding.
Damn. Whoa.
Tucson celebrity.
Whoa, he
I
fucking
saw him at
took
the
it
movies once. I
back.
was like, damn, that's LP Dog.
You didn't get his autograph, bro?
I should have.
I remember seeing that dude.
Did you
out.
gas him up like that? Are you that dude?
No,
me
no.
either, bro. I let people ride.
I would see him at.
you know.
I saw him at concerts a lot, or like at like
What happened to him?
the Aragon and shit. I don't know. He just kind of. I think he just like disappeared into the.
Didn't he have a
Somebody
song
told
with
me-
Busy Bone?
He did a song with Busy Bone, but somebody told me that speaking of Star Wars stuff, that's a huge Star Wars nerd. And somebody, who was it, that like saw him somewhere and gave him a ride home, and he was all like, dude, you want to come inside and check out my Star Wars collection? And my friend was all like, this is weird. Like, I don't think he went in because he was like, is this a setup?
Like,
or
I don't
what's
give
going
a
on?
fuck about your Star Wars collection.
But I'm curious if he's still He's probably a big all into
Damn, dude, I
Mandalorian.
probably fucked up. I probably would have saw some cool
I
shit.
remember who it was. It was E Fresh. E Fresh was on the cover of the second one.
Is that the one I was in?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. And then, let me see.
Roll.
Honor Roll Game was on the third one, and then on the fourth one, it was Cash and Marley together.
Oh, damn, Cash got 2
I did like
covers?
a face-off type thing with
Oh,
their
dope.
faces and shit. It looked cool.
I
But
love
that
those
one,
dudes,
But
man.
that one never got printed though. But that was dope. But the thing was,
But you
though,
could
though,
have it printed now.
I could definitely
Yeah.
get them printed now. Yeah, it's probably a lot cheaper nowadays
for
too.
sure.
But during that time, bro, it was like literally right as I was graduating from going to Pima and shit, doing the whole graphic shit.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, my other school project for a different class was the brand, the official
right. So
clothing
you're
brand.
doing them, yeah.
So I was doing both at the same
Right.
time. And, you know, the fucking official brand was actually like making money for me.
Right.
And the other part was me doing fucking everything.
Doing
The
tons of work,
the
interviews, putting it
interviews,
together,
the photos,
layout. Yep.
writing articles, bro. Like, why? What was I thinking,
Transcribing
dog?
articles.
Like, I was doing that shit, bro. I was doing articles with the little inserts and the fucking quotes, and Bro, it was legit, dog. It was straight fucking legit. I'm gonna have to throw like the links into. I still have the Dropbox, but I got rid of the fucking.
You were the
website.
sources
It
competitor.
was too much. I eventually got to the point to where I was like, I have to pick one,
Right.
and I kept going with the brand and shit because it was actually making me money and shit, and still does. So yeah, that's what I went there with that. But I never got to finish saying that besides the little baby Yoda shit. Was there's a plush that everybody is coming out, but the plush has been labeled the child.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Right,
I mean, obviously everybody's calling it Baby Yoda.
Right, it's just the
but
easy
it's
thing to
called
say.
the child.
I see people that get mad, like it's not Baby Yoda. I'm like, calm down. It's not
like
that
chill
serious.
the fuck out. Yeah, like God, it's not that serious, homie.
They just did a collab with Adidas.
Baby Yoda did.
No, Star Wars. Star Wars. They have like
I saw that one.
a
It's like their
lightsaber.
fourth collab
Okay.
with it.
Right,
Star Wars.
right.
Yeah, they've been doing all that shit. For
There's
years.
some ones that look fresh, and there's some that
Yeah.
are just beat to death.
Yeah.
A lot of NMDs. Yo,
Okay.
when did you start using Serato?
Maybe 2007, maybe 2008. I think I can't remember. When did it come out? 2004.
I don't remember
I think
the
it
exact
came out in
date.
2004.
I had an SL2 box.
Yeah, I had that too.
That's the first one to start off with.
And I was late on it just because I was like.
Did
pure
you ever fuck with
Scorpius
Torque?
No. I know I only mess with Serato.
Yeah.
Like I was even like I've never even really messed with CDJs. Like I was just always like I just know turntables. Like I can, my hand can work it better than a CDJ. Even the controller I can't scratch it at all. I can scratch a little bit on turntables. I can't scratch it all on a controller because I need a moving like a platter
Right.
that stays moving. Like I've tried and it's just like
Have you fucked with the Rain goddamn 72s?
No, I have a S9 and a 62. The 62 I usually use for all my gigs, except recently I've been using my S9 because I had to update my 62. But the 62 is just built better. It's like it's all metal, and it feels like more of a tank. So I could like lug it around, and the amount that I play, I had 42 gigs in November, like including my cardio classes, like 40 from all of the month of November. I had 42 gigs, 43, but one was a fundraiser. So I count like paid gigs. I don't count like if it's a fundraiser, like I didn't count that one as my number. But anyways, playing that often as often as you do that mixer lives in this case
For sure.
So I wanted to use the 62 because it's built better, it's built stronger, and I feel like it's more durable.
I'm probably like once or twice a week, and I have a magma case for my S9.
Right, the soft
It
one?
works great. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those
It
recently.
works
I
great,
love
bro.
It, man.
I mean, for me, that fader, it's just hard to beat the Magville fader, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It could just be preference at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I
it's
changed
definitely
out the
preference, like
bumpers
feel
too.
stuff.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
the plastic hard
Right,
ones.
right.
So it's a click
Oh, nice.
instead of the rubber bouncing.
Right.
If you take the top off, there's 3 different presets in there that you can change out.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm very technical. Like,
Well,
I don't really
The only
know
reason
stuff.
I saw this because I saw it on fucking YouTube. So I fucking took off all the knobs,
Right.
took off all the screws, made sure it was unplugged.
Right.
Fucking took off the plate, and then there they are, right by the fucking fader. There's 3 different
Was it
fucking
easy to switch,
settings.
like, easy-
It's easy,
Oh, okay.
bro. Easy.
And what were the?
I'll be honest with you,
what were
just
the options in there?
like super rubbery, a little stiffer, like a plastic piece where there's no give,
Right.
like
Which one did you decide on?
the plastic one where it's like
Okay.
it emulates like
Did it go
older-
super rubbery?
No, well, it's for the bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get you. No, I'm just fucking. That's just great. I love the fucking lingo, dog. Like some of the shit that you say, but it's described right to.
Well, it's on point. It's on
I
point
get you.
though, right?
I feel it.
Like
I
what I'm
feel
saying.
it.
Yeah,
I
you're
feel it, dog. That's good.
I mean, I've been doing
That's
this
what you got
for.
to give the listeners since we're
Yeah.
all, since we're
Gotta
all
be
audio.
descriptive, yeah.
Oh,
All
when
audio,
you
but
came in, I
put-
knew it was going to be a technical talk at
took
some
that,
point.
man.
You know.
No, that's good, man. That's fucking awesome.
But do you consider Serato cheating?
No, not at all. It's all like it's all technology stuff. I don't use sync. I've never used a sync button,
Me either.
and not because I'm anti it, but
But you had an event called-
I've done it before and it screwed me up. Like
Right,
I'm like,
right.
oh, so I'm
But
afraid
you
of
have
it
an
now.
event called Kitchen Sink, right?
Yeah, I did. But that was like a triple entendre because it was at a place called La Cocina. So we served food. We had Taco Grill open while we were DJing. The sync, of course, because we're DJing, so the music's in sync. But also like everything, but because we were known for playing like everything. Like it wasn't like a hip hop night. It wasn't a Latin music night. Like you could. Do one of the craziest songs I ever played in the club that worked was a song from Dora the Explorer. and like people were dancing. I was like busting up when I got on the mic. Like, you guys are all dancing to the Dora the Explorer song right now, and this is awesome. Like, and it was like I did it like I mixed it in a way where it seemed like it's very banda sounding, the song. So I mixed it in with another banda set, and like, oh, it was just so dope. And I played this. I posted about it the other day. But there's this movie from the late 80s, I think, called Top Secret. It's like Naked Gun.
Dude, it's what is his name? Val Kilmer?
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
That's a funny ass movie,
it's like,
dude. It's total slapstick, stupid shit.
It's like Naked Gun.
But it's hilarious as fuck, though.
What would be the equivalent of Naked Gun like nowadays? There's not really.
Not really,
it's like
bro.
silly for the sake of being silly.
They're anti all that shit nowadays.
So it's like Naked Gun. It was that type of movie. There's a
bro,
song
please
from there.
look that shit up. It's fucking hilarious.
There's a song on there where it's like a
Skeet
50s
surfing?
sound, Straight in the Rug. Straight in the Rug.
Yeah.
Where he's
Yes,
like,
in the
we're like,
rug.
yeah, that one. And then people are like, they're dancing with girls in the background, but they're like swinging the girls around, but you can tell they're like fake dolls.
Yeah.
And then he like does his flip, and he does a backspin on the floor, and he goes through the ground,
cuts through the wood,
and then he
it
comes
sounds all
burn.
You hear it like a
So
fucking.
I played that song in the club.
That's
I posted a video
hilarious.
of people like getting down to it, dancing. I'm like, and it's just like a personal thing. Like I'll come from the era where like DJs took risks and DJ took chances, and like Bambaataa, even though he's like did the creepy stuff that he's done, like he
elaborate, because I didn't really understand the creepy shit.
He was like multiple people came out and said that when early days of Zulu Nation, when he was like the leader of it, he was like molesting boys, a lot of them, and they were and I know how those stories can be, but I watched like a couple of the interviews, and I was like these dudes. Like, I believe them 100%. Like, they have nothing to gain from it. They cannot. They're not going to sue them. They're not doing it for the money. They're just doing it because they're like, it's take. And people, I hate when people were like, well, why are you saying something now 40 years later? And like, these dudes are like, I lived with this for 40 years. I couldn't even tell my wife. Like, you know how embarrassing it is to say this kind of stuff. Yeah. So, anyways, he got ousted from Zulu Nation. I don't even know what Zulu Nation did as a chapter, which is probably shows my ignorance on that aspect of hip hop.
Yeah, good.
But but anyways, what he would do is like, and he wasn't the only one, but he was in particular. I was reading an article where he would play a song that he liked, and it would clear the dance floor because nobody knew it. Right. And he was like, take it back, put it from the beginning again, and he would play it over and over until those songs became like classics, like stuff that we now know as
something you break, basically.
Yeah, well, not just the break, but like he would break music,
the song.
like break the song. Yeah. I thought you meant like
not break beats. No.
Break.
So I come from that era. So I'm like, if a song is good, I'm gonna play it. And sometimes you have to school the crowd. That kind of event, that kind of gig, I could do it at. I can't get away with that at like a wedding or something.
Corporate,
where they're paying me to play
particular
stuff to keep
vibe.
Happy,
yeah.
Right? But that was the spot. My kitchen sink party was a spot where you could do that, and I would always like try to push myself just because it was kind of like a joke to me. Like, all right, I'm gonna see like going through me, what am I gonna play next? I'm like, dude, this Dora Explorer song was out. Like, I like it. It's fun. It's a kid song, but I'm gonna see if I can squeeze it in here and see what happens. And I will play it, and people were like, if you throw it in a way that's creative, like. The crowd doesn't even really notice. It's not that jarring. If I did it jarringly, then I would probably lose the crowd. Right. But if a good DJ will know how to make it work, yeah. I also have like I've said this a million times. I probably said it in our interview actually. I have the whole Mary Poppins thing. The spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Yeah. Like I'm that way. Like I'll give you like one or two songs that you know, but in between them, I'm gonna throw some crazy stuff in that you don't know, right. and you might be dancing to it before you realize it's a song that you don't know. At that point, I'm already mixing into something you do know. So like now, like you'll recognize that song I played in the middle. Next time I'll play it on its own, and hopefully you'll dig it or you'll ask what it is. I miss the pre Shazam days. I love it because I Shazam like stuff like crazy, mostly stuff that I know, but I just can't remember what the song is. Right. But I miss the pre Shazam days because I would play a song like that was like new or not even new, but like an old song that people didn't know, and those people would come up to me. I made a lot of friends like throughout my career. Yeah. People were like, "Hey, what's this song? Right. I really like this song." Nowadays, like I see them like Shazamming, and I kind of want to just call them over and be like, "Hey, like just because especially if it's something that's like unexpected and something that I'm really hoping somebody
and that's a double negative too, or like a double-edged sword. I mean, because of that availability with the streaming aspect, people
crowds are
instant. They want that Cardi B now,
right? And I
honestly, heard this on another podcast, and I can relate. It's a DJ Eric Deluxe out of Vegas. He has a podcast, and he was like that instantaneous access on their phone allows them to be a lot more jaded.
And honestly, I can't like. like I don't do clubs as often anymore just because I feel my age in the club, and it's like you do have to.
I'm getting there, bro.
Everybody gets. To
I'm
that
getting
point.
there
Yeah.
too. I'm
Everybody gets to
34.
that
You
point.
know, I'm like, all right, I'm the OG here now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and you're young still. You're
Yeah,
still super young.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
Man, I'm
But
an old guy.
what
I'm
I
an old guy
can
in the
say
club.
though is that the places I have been playing have been very receptive to the playlists.
Right.
And I'm being a little more adventurous when it comes
That's
to
good,
more
man.
Mexican
That's good.
music.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like
That's good.
cumbias and
Yeah.
shit, like quince music and shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to promote
They're
that.
popular for a reason, man. Like
For sure.
Yeah. And
But that wouldn't go off in the club 5 years ago.
right. No, you're right.
You
You're
know what I'm
right,
saying?
you're right.
Like you're familiar with the club scene.
Yeah, of
like
course,
it's
of
just
course.
not. It's not something that went over
But
well. But
I will
now
say
it's
that
like, bro, we have Selena
Kitchen
nights
Sink,
there
you
now.
could do that. Yeah, I saw that. Like at my party, you could do that. I always said, like, we're talking about being old, dude. Like, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s and I was in the club, and we would there's a couple of things that have changed in me. One would be like a tangent here, but one would be like the people that are dancing weird in the club. Like, man, my friends would be like, check out that dude, like crazy.
Right.
And then now, like, as I got older, I was like, man, like, those people have more balls than anybody. Like, they're the
Right.
ones that aren't afraid.
Dude,
they don't
they're
care
out
if people
there
are
putting
looking
it
at
all
them.
I'd
out
rather
there,
have
dog.
I'd rather have
Them?
10 of
Right,
those
right, exactly.
instead of just the two steppers.
Right.
Just the
Holding
back
the
and
beer
forth.
like this
Just the
and
back
shit.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Back.
10 of those fools going ape
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
me.
then-
I'm out there.
The other aspect thing, I lost my train of thought now too. What was I saying when I went into that story?
Beer, 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 beer.
What was I saying before I talked about that? You know, the sound effects. Like,
Fucking high as fuck right now, bro. Trying to rewind that.
You were saying.
yeah, I'm asking the high guys what I was saying.
Right?
What I was saying 2 minutes ago. So the other thing that changed in the club is that I used to be like, we used to laugh and like, check out that old dude in the club. They were probably like younger than I am. Now they're probably like 34. And I'm like, check out that old dude in the club. And then as I got older and I was like, okay, now I'm on the other side of this. Now I'm the one creating the party. So Kitchen Sink was very much like, I'm gonna make a party where the old person in the club, which at this point is myself and like my friends, where they feel comfortable coming in with like 21-year-old kids, 22-year-old kids
Right.
dancing. And that was one of my really big goals of that night, is to do something where I had full creative control, and two, to make something where people felt welcome and where it felt like a backyard party, where it wasn't like, and this was mostly because of Heart 5. Heart 5 was like, it was a nice fancy place, but if you came in chanclas and like shorts and cutoff shorts or something like that, nobody batted an eye. And if people would walk in right after, standing in line, and came in right after them in a nice fancy gown, like nobody was tripping. Everybody was there to have a good time.
Yeah, Hard
And
Five
I'm
was
not
a different crowd. I loved it,
So
bro.
and I come from
loved
that
it.
era. So like,
Yeah, me
this is
too.
like, I'm taking this to my Kitchen Sink party. I'm gonna make sure that everybody feels welcome. Come as you are. Like I understand if you don't like that we're playing like Afrobeat, or we're playing like, to you, quote unquote, weird music. And if you don't like it, that's fine. There's a million other places. I'll tell you, like, I have friends that are DJing downtown right now.
Yeah, what
could
do
go
you want to
their
listen
night.
to? Because I'll direct you
Right,
to the right
I'll
place.
tell you where you guys need to be.
Yeah,
right here.
and
But-
I feel the same way when I talk to people out and about. Like, well, what are you trying to listen to tonight? You know, like, oh, well, then go here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, somebody
exactly.
from out of town,
Yep.
whatever. You know?
I just hate, like, I don't. I used to be like anti-request too.
I am.
But now I'm like,
If it sucks, I won't play it.
I'm okay with requests now, as long as it's not a demand. The problem
What's
is
the
that
worst
most,
request you got?
I can't remember one part. I tell you the best ones. Like,
Fergie, Big Girls Don't Cry was
you
mine.
got that one?
I'm in the fucking club lit, bro. A bunch of fucking Mexicans dancing, mind you. And these frat kids come up, and this frat and sorority girl comes up and fucking says, "Can you play Fergie, Big Girls Don't Cry?"
It was a fucking challenge or whatever the fuck they do.
Was there to that song?
I mean, I guarantee it.
I'm like, no.
It was.
I said, no, that song fucking sucks.
It's
Well,
like part
and
of
then
their
he
initiation
wants to
and
hear
shit.
it. I said, that's great. Go put it on your phone. Like straight up, dude. Like I won't compromise who I am or my set
Right.
for a fucking random request. And even if you did pull money out of your pocket, that's not. I'm not a fucking prostitute. You know what I'm saying?
Two of the best requests that I had. One was this mariachi dude came in the full trajes and the whole nine and requested Bun B, and I was like, damn, that's super dope. Just like the view of like this mariachi dude walking up to me
Left
after
field.
a set, and like I was like, yeah, I just wouldn't have expected it. And then the second one, I'm a huge Sugar Free fan, and I was playing at this place called Sports on Congress, and
Spores.
yeah,
Yes, I played there once.
DJ area. The booth and the dance floor were in a separate room from the bar, and it was like one of those nights where it was like not many people were in, like everybody was in the bar, and I'm like, damn, who am I playing for here? And then this dude came, a big biker dude, white dude, full on beard, like totally, he had to have been like a Hell's Angel or Hell's Angel equivalent.
Ish.
And he walked in and he requested, he's like, hey man, you got any Sugar Free? And I was like, because I'm a fan, I was like somebody in that bar, like one of my friends put this dude up to it and like sent him in here. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll play some Sugar Free, And then I snuck out of the booth and like looked around the corner to see which one of my friends had like put him up to it. And just he was there with this old lady, like just like listen. I was like, damn, I was not expecting a Sugar Free request to come from this white biker dude. I was expecting to hear like, I don't know, Johnny Cash or something. I don't know what
fucking Sammy Hagar, some shit. Yeah.
Did you play While You Bullshitting?
Yeah, I did, I think.
Get your money while you bullshit. Speaking of songs, dog, we got to do the fucking jams of the week.
Ooh, yeah.
Got to do the jams of the week.
I hope he told you about it.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, let me see.
I put mine on here, but I think I might have put them in the wrong area.
You probably did. It's okay though. Let me see. My jam of the week.
So you don't have a worse request?
You know, I probably had like I think I've had so many that they just all become like. There's not one in particular that was like. And I'm not like if it's not a demand, if it fits in the night, then maybe I'll get to it. Or if it's there's been times when a request has saved my ass because somebody will come and be like, hey, can you have some James Brown? And I might have been having like DJ's block.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't know where I'm going next. I'm like, damn, that was an awesome request. I'm gonna go that direction now.
For me, I really focus on like an AM style where it's like a quick in and out of
Quick
a lot of songs throughout the whole night.
You kind of DJs, man, you get on my nerves. Not because I don't appreciate it, because when I'm following you, I'm like, damn, like I played a set for an hour.
I don't burn a DJ though.
I was gonna say, now there's like 20, 30 songs that I can't play.
No, for sure. No. You know what? I try to go super abstract, but like not out of the realm of not the room knowing what I'm playing. Right. You know, like everybody has their limitations.
Right.
You can't play fucking Death Row's greatest hits of yesteryear, because you
and honestly, like there's that whole like opening DJ's got to be this type of person. Like I buy into that for the most part, but there's some times where like the crowd changes, man. The crowd during your hour might be completely different than the people who just came in after.
Especially being in Tucson, they don't stay in one place. Exactly. Everybody fucking.
So it's like there's like if you play
a merry-go-round.
I personally, if I'm playing a 4 or 5 hour set, like I very rarely do I play the same song more than once. Like in a 5 hour set, maybe I'll play a different remix of it if it's a different vibe. If it's a house remix of a trap song that I played earlier or whatever. Maybe not trap is a good example, but I am very like careful with. I know what I played. I also
internally,
don't play the same,
right?
Unless it's like a particular blend that I do or like a trick that I do. Like I also don't play the same set every week because nobody else will know, but I'll know. And there's always that one chance that the bartender that's been working, because I've had bartenders tell me like, oh man, this DJ's playing, he plays the same set every week, because there are other people that are listening and DJs don't always recognize that.
Right.
I've gotten nothing but compliments. Like you can go through the history in the Serato, you'll see different every single, because it's not the same vibe
You're right, it's not.
When there's nobody dancing, you're not playing reggaeton.
Right, exactly.
You know,
you're
like,
saving those songs.
For sure. Well, not just saving them, it's not a dancing vibe. People are at the bar getting fucked up right now.
Like,
you know, I know you just got to get them fucking tanked first.
Yep.
You know? I love starting with West Coast hip hop. Like, it's just a primer, you know?
Right.
Little Snoop Dogg to start off with.
Makes me want to drink and do my two-step.
Yeah, bro, because...
All right, so what are your songs?
My jams of the week, dog.
You need that guy. Jams of the week.
What? Yeah, I think I need to make one of those. We have one for everything else.
Just say it instead of like an intro. Or make it seem like it's low budget, but it's not. But you're like,
I mean, most of them are low budget as shit. They're funny as hell though. But
it's the hood. It's the hood diner, man.
Hood,
you
baby.
Can't have like this glossy like ad. You have to be like some dude just running real quick. You're doing the thing at 7:45. Make sure you run at 7:45 and do the jam of the week, and he just takes off.
I thought about, you know what I was gonna do too the other day is I saw a dude who does this shit on Fiverr. It's like a place where you can go buy like logos and it's actually like a graphic designer's like worst fucking
through the door. Yeah. Let's take a little pause right here. Door to the left, first on the right.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What's up, man? This is Bobby Moore from the Simmons and More podcast.
And this is Adam Simmons from the Simmons and More podcast.
And if you like food and shit like that and fucking good hip-hop music and West Coast lingo.
And fucking weed.
Oh, yes. And weed, for sure. And weed.
And lots of scorpions and sand and cacti.
And well, it's based in Arizona, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and like proximity to Las Vegas.
True.
If you're into all those things, you should listen to The Hood Diner.
Ding. Order up. That's how good, right? There.
Yeah.
Order up.
Order up.
I fucking love that show, man.
I know, they're so good. Only on the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Yeah, for sure.
He said, for show. Player, bruh.
I don't even say for show. Like, that ain't even in my vocabulary.
A few moments later.
Hey, fool, there's no water in your tank. Pee-pee just chilling.
Oh man, I'll get up right now. My
It's definitely the Hood Diner.
Yeah, for sure, man.
the bottom of the fucking thing is rigged because
I even took the top off and I was like, I'll
Don't
just
even
pull
trip.
I'll pull the handle.
don't even trip, dog.
Right? I mean, yeah.
Right, sorry.
I'm that dude. I'm that
See,
dude
man,
that-
if you had the camera on, you could have got the. Check out our Patreon to see Herm's pee-pee dance. Like this, like answering questions like this. Doing the butterfly.
That's all good, man. I mean, most of the time I gotta. We usually do about an hour and a half in, take a little break. But man, when it's good conversation, it's good conversation. We just roll with it. My jams of the week, dog. This week, Tommy Will and Jamal Ari dropped a jam that was pretty fucking dope. It's called Bruce Wayne, and yeah, man, it's on iTunes. You gotta check that shit out. They got down, bro.
Wait, Tommy was he's the dude from here, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Tommy Will, he was on here maybe 3 episodes
I heard
ago.
I saw one of his
4
videos.
episodes
It was really
ago.
dope. It's hard to keep up with everybody, but I remember seeing one of his videos. It was really dope.
Bro, he gets down, bro. I fucking love Tommy Will. And then, of course, Jamal killed it on there. And honestly, man, like, it kind of reminded me. I was trying to think of what kind of an old school song would pair nicely with this. I was thinking in a different fucking format this week. So I came with the Method Man and Redman, the Rockweiler.
Yeah.
I throw that in the set.
Fucking love that song, right? Yeah, that's just a beautiful fucking song. And I'm telling you, man, that this Tommy Will and Bruce Wayne has kind of got that kind of a vibe to it. It's like a very punchy, like faster type beat, dude. And Jamal fucking.
Do they go
kills
back
it.
and forth, or they do?
No, they do one verse a
okay.
piece, but it's nice. And then like
I like that R&B
they mixed
song where
in
they
they
go back
mixed
and
in
forth.
some watch. Look, I'm just gonna play a little piece of this, ready, just so you guys can hear just the way the beat gets down.
I said I like that.
That's the hook.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then when Tommy Will comes in first.
I like that beat.
Yeah, he gets down and then fucking.
Is that dude from here too?
This is Jamal.
He's from here.
That's my boy Jamal. Yeah. He's I think his cousin is it's the dude that sings.
Oh yeah.
Calvin Jarvis's cousin. He got down, bro. They got down on this fucking jam. I'm gonna tell him, I'll be like, hey, let me just play it in the podcast, and they're usually cool with it. Cause I go buy the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Buy it on iTunes and shit, but I always ask for permission.
I gotta
first.
buy that Rip D and goddamn Freddie Gibbs track.
Is that out already?
It is dropped, yeah. Or it's gonna drop the 5th.
Friday,
or
I
the 6th.
think.
Cash is on too, right?
Cash is on there, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Shout out to the homie Rip. He's going out of town this week, and I'm gonna cover for him at Congress.
Okay.
On Friday.
Nice.
I fucking love playing.
I love Congress too. Yeah.
It's just
a
like
vibe.
you can feel
it's
the
a
ghosts.
different vibe.
You can feel the ghosts in there.
I feel it. I like it.
Like it's spiritual, man.
I got down.
You like playing a dope set, and you see what was his name? The bank robber.
Dillinger.
Like this ghost chilling in the corner, like tilting his hat with his gun to you. Like,
right?
Good job.
Dude, I'm telling you. You ever stayed there?
Nah.
No.
I've never stayed there, but one time they took us into the room where that lady killed herself.
Yeah, no, I've I have stories about that spot too, but
let's hear some scary shit. I'm always there. I
What's your
want to
jam
hear
of the
some
week?
goddamn scary
What's your
shit.
jam of the week?
What's your jams of the week?
There it is. I'm just gonna
my
sample
new
that.
jam is
what was his name? Cheeky what?
Freaky Cheeky?
Freaky Cheeky with the jams of the week.
My new jam is Arizona Zervas, Roxanne.
Who?
A new track. It's a banger, man.
What is his name again? I'm sorry.
Arizona Zervas.
Arizona
And then my old
Zervas.
school, since it's Jay-Z's birthday, was I Just Want to Love You. produced by the Neptunes.
Okay.
They had like that era. They were like producing like 50%, 60% of the music that was on the radio.
There was
Neptunes.
Yeah,
they were killing that shit.
Did you know that their first album came out? This is when back
In Search of.
Yeah, but the very first version was a band, live instruments.
Right. For what's the name?
What do you mean?
The band.
Oh, I can't remember the band's name. But then before it made its release, like a little bit got released, and then they pulled them back and they redid it with all
hip-hop.
like synths and style. Yeah.
So,
but I have the not the actual CD copy, but I have both versions of.
Yeah.
In the MP3.
What is their fucking names?
Hey, real quick, what was the name of the Arizona Service song?
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Is that like rap, hip hop?
It's a new jam. Yeah, it's dope.
And she's like a rapper from here.
Yeah,
Is that Service? Like Service?
Wait, who's the
Service?
Yeah, I get confused like this all the time. But which one is the song title? Which one's the
Arizona Service, and the song is called Roxanne. How do you spell the service?
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Roxanne
put shit
was
in the notes, man.
It is.
It's not in the notes. Unless you're putting it at the bottom. Oh, okay. There they are. Arizona Service. Okay.
Let me see. Let's show me. I want to see how you spell it. Like service or? Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah. And that's the rapper's name, singer's name.
But you see, you only put the name. You didn't put the name of the song. It's called Roxanne, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I was thinking it was damn, it was a lady rapper named Roxanne.
No, Roxanne.
What do you got for Gems of the Week, bro? Did you bring some?
They're not even hip hop style. I feel
okay,
like
though.
different.
That's all right.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
What's the weirdest song request that somebody said? And 73 episodes. What's the weirdest one? Or like the most off the wall?
You know, we don't get really off the wall shit.
Don't.
Really?
We brought in.
Everybody's hip hoppers here.
We've been very hip hop.
I mean, I'm a hip hopper like to the core, but mine aren't hip hop.
Yeah, but you're also a DJ, so you have just a wider variety of like he brings a lot of different shit to the table too, and it's expanded like the music that I listen to, which is really cool. Like I get to benefit from it. And that's why we kind of do it, because we get to share new music every week with the listeners.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why we always do it. But yeah.
Well, my first one is a new one that just came out this week, but doesn't sound like a new one. And my second one is like a 70s yacht rock classic. So like completely left field. First one is Weeknd's Blinding Lights.
You like that one a lot?
Yeah, and the reason why, because he came out with 2 songs, but the Heartless sounds just like every other. Like it could have came out like 5 years ago from him. Blinding Lights is, and I just put a video. I did a video this morning. I posted a video this morning. Herm's Refried, whatever. Yeah. Of this song, because it's very 80s synth pop, new wave sounding. So I did it's super fast. It's 85, 86 BPMs. And it's got that beat that existed in a lot of those 80s songs. I did it with
Take On Me.
Yeah, Take On Me. Aha. And there's another song that was a little bit more obscure 80s song called the band was called Metro, and I think the song was called the train, the subway, something like that. Or, no, I'm sorry. The Metro is the name of the song, and the name of the group was called Berlin. And I did this.
Okay,
like,
I've heard Berlin.
That it's just like super heavy synth stuff, which is like his is very like definitely influenced by it, and I like the fact that he's doing that in like 2019. And then the other one is, like I said, it's completely left field, but it's Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees and Barbra Streisand, a song called Guilty. It's like a super dope, like it could be like a mellow hip hop beat nowadays, but this is like 73, 74 that they put it out. And I like it because I just saw some streetwear company put out a shirt with that image on it, and I tried to buy it and it sold out. So that's why I was gonna hit you up with the direct government, because I'm making my own.
I'm making my own.
Barbra Streisand.
What's the name of the song?
And Barry Gibb.
What was the name of the song?
Guilty.
You like duck sauce, bro?
Yeah. That song is dope.
Streisand.
Yeah.
Bro, you want to know some of the weird shit that I loved from the fucking 80s, bro, that my sister got me hooked on early ass fucking age? Dude, like I used to love fucking Duran Duran.
Yeah. This is that with that
hungry like the wolf.
Dude. But that new Weeknd song reminds me of that kind of stuff, like stuff that they would have done back then.
That's some good shit, man. I love that. And then I was weirdly fucking big on Oingo Boingo.
Yeah.
Remember Oingo Boingo? Yep. I mean, obviously, do you know who Oingo Boingo is?
They're Too Shy? No, that's Kajagoogoo.
Yeah. Oingo Boingo did fucking Dead Man's Party.
Yep. So that mix, that's funny you should say that.
Walking down the street, You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? You never heard
And
that?
it's got the same.
Did you ever see? Did you ever see the what is the one with fucking Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School? Remember that movie Back to School? You never saw that?
Because we're old, dude.
We're old, bro. Yeah, fuck us.
The triple Lindy, you know what the triple Lindy is?
Lending, dog.
Hey, dog, the last Rodney Dangerfield movie I watched was The Ladybugs.
The dude that's from Oingo Boingo is the dude that does like all the music for all of fucking Hollywood, man.
Okay.
Like, what is his fucking name? Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman's his name, dude. He did every Nightmare Before Christmas movie, music, Beetlejuice, everything that fucking Tim Burton did. He does the music for that, and even way more, bro. Like if you were to IMDb that motherfucker, bro, like the movies that he's done the scores for.
Hans Zimmerman.
Who?
Hans Zimmerman is another like a old school score too. I don't know.
I would honestly say Elfman. Elfman's done everything. He's done fucking.
Well, I think in our era, like we just know that name Elfman more because of what he's done.
I mean, but I've seen him on a lot of recent shit too.
Yeah.
Like I've kept up with that motherfucker. He's still killing shit out there, dog.
But that's funny that you just said the Dead Man's Party because there was like 6 songs that I was trying to like this video that I just put up that I was trying to like work because I was like, all right, they all have that beat that super fast 80s beat. They're all like synthed out, and that one didn't make the cut because the other 2 worked better. Wow. But I had that in my little digital crate.
That's a good ass track, bro. Yeah, that's some old school 80s shit.
I was big on the Weekend Early.
Oh, I love the first like
House
Weekend
Balloons,
album.
bro.
Yeah. That's a really good one, man. Really
Made
good.
my first kid to that CD.
All right. Okay, bro. We have arrived at the island question, bro. This is where you are on an island.
Give me a heads up on this one.
Oh, well, that's what we like. We like to catch people.
Plane's coming down, bro.
It kind of makes you think fast. It's like it really
Rapid
makes
fire.
you think about like some of your favorite shit. That's what we love. This question. You're on an island all by yourself, or as long as you're alive on this fucking island, right?
Right.
You get to take one book, one movie, one album, and one food.
Oh, damn.
And like the food, like there's an unlimited supply, but there's just this magic refrigerator that refills it for you every day.
Onigiri is my food one.
What is that?
Onigiri. It's
onigiri?
Pickled plum onigiri. It's it's the little Japanese rice triangles, and it's got pickled plum inside it. So like kind of tastes like saladitos, kind of, but it's got the rice too. And I could eat those. I could live off of those. That's so good. Yeah,
that's mad carb.
I'm flexing.
That's mad carb right there.
No, but it's Tokyo. It's Japan rice.
Oh, okay.
It's Japanese
it's
rice.
The good shit. Okay.
Like like there's not like people eat that rice all the time there, and there's not like a whole lot of.
I want to say what did you say? Diggity?
No, onigiri. But yeah, it sounds like it.
Sounds awesome. Okay, so one book.
Damn, one book. Putting me on the spot. I don't know, maybe one of the Harry Potter books just to kind of take me out of the...
See, and you know what? We've said we don't mind if you want to pick up that nice little...
the book set?
The book set that has all of them.
See?
You're more than welcome
That'd be
to do that shit.
That makes me
right
sound
there, you know
super... I mean, not to like you overuse a word and like basic. Because there's so many other good, deeper books that I read.
There is.
But that's a very entertaining...
You're all alone on an island,
So you're on an
bro.
island. You got to have some type of escape.
Yeah, like why I'm not trying to motivate myself on an island. I'm not trying to read The Art of War.
I crack up with motherfuckers say they say the 48 laws of power.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you trying to do? Motivate your way off the island and shit? Okay, do your thing. One movie.
Maybe Jungle Book, the cartoon.
The original cartoon?
Yeah, original
Little
cartoon
Mowgli?
Jungle Book, yeah.
Dude, I've been wanting to fucking ask you about this, dude. Do you remember the fucking, I wonder if you might even have it, but do you remember Mouser Size?
Yeah.
Do you have that fucking record?
I think I had it at one point as a kid.
You need to get that, dog. There's some fucking songs on there.
It's been ages since I've heard it.
You said you just love the Jungle Book.
Right.
There's a dope ass fucking, and honestly, you can go look it up on YouTube too. It's there. But there's a King Louis version of
damn.
but it's like fucking all bluesy and shit.
Right.
And there's another one, bro. And I want you to fuck with this one, dog. It's called Uncle Scrooge's Money, and it's by the fucking, what were the name of those brothers that were always trying to rob him from DuckTales? What were they called, dude?
Dude and Louie?
No. The robbers.
Oh,
the dudes with
gotcha.
the fucking
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's like, it's going to say that's the name of the song. But, bro, like, it's on some fucking 80s vibe shit, dude. And he's like, the hook is, get the money. We got to get the money.
Damn.
And then fucking, dude, like the hook.
It's on the soundtrack?
The hook, bro, is singing some shit. It's all, they keep running, falling, slipping, and stalling, trying to get Uncle Scrooge's money. And then it comes this song, get the money. We got to get the money, dog.
Dude,
I was
right. Need to
every
relax.
time I fucking hear it, I've thought of you, bro. Because
Send
I
it
was
to
like,
me. I'll look
because
for
I
it,
was
but
like,
send it
dude,
to
I
me.
bet you fucking Herm would
Is it
probably
called Get the
slide
Money
this.
or it's called Uncle
It's
Scrooge's
literally
Money?
called
Right.
Uncle Scrooge's Money,
Right.
bro. You just got to look up Mouser size.
Yeah.
And there's an
I
original
mean, I had that.
12
I don't
inch.
think I had the record. I think I had the tape as a
You
kid,
can,
but I
if
don't
not,
remember
I
that.
already seen them. I was gonna buy one on eBay just to fucking have one because I remember having it as a kid. Like my dad bought it. I don't know what the fuck, but I remember we had a small selection of fucking records. That was one of them. I used to love that fucking. There's some funny ass songs on there that they took from a lot of the early movies and shit, but they turned them into like workout fucking songs and shit. But that Uncle Scrooge one though, dog, dude, it is gangster as fuck. Please, you gotta look that shit up. Okay, you got
So
one.
Jungle Book. I would say Jungle Book.
Yeah, Jungle
I
Book.
would have said
one-
Eternal Sunshine, but it would just make me sad the whole time. Like,
Right?
on
You
the
don't want to
island.
be all sad and shit. What did he say? He said Boys in the Hood?
Or you know what? Maybe I'll change. Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
Ricky.
Ooh.
I haven't.
You know who?
Is that pretty
You seen
good?
it?
Which one?
Hunt for the Wilder People?
No.
Oh, it's funny because there's a character. The character's name is Ricky on it. That threw
I
me
was
off for a second.
referencing Boys
That,
in
you
the
gotta
Hood.
watch Hunt for the Wilder People.
Where's that at?
It's Taika Waititi, the dude that
Oh,
did
I
Thor.
fucking love that
Yes,
dude.
Dude, it's this one of the most perfect. It's like
Is that the Hitler one?
no, that one's good too. That
Have you
one's good
seen
too.
that?
But the Hunt
it
for
was
the,
only at select places
dude,
here in town.
please
dog.
tell me you're gonna watch Hunt for
I
the
wanna
Wilder
go
People.
watch that
Please go watch
motherfucker.
Hunt for the Wilder People. It's the
Yes.
Hunt for the Wilder People's. You could, I think you have to get on iTunes now or whatever.
Okay.
It's like I put it up there with Princess Bride as far as like a perfect movie, like perfect action, perfect like. Not very much romance, but like perfect comedy, perfect like throws you off and gets you sad. Like it's a really good movie.
Because I heard that when I was out there
Anything
with the
he
homies,
does, everything he does. What we do in the
what
shadows?
was the one? The
Hilarious.
rabbit?
Great,
The rabbit?
huh?
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit?
That's the Hitler one.
The
So
homies
good.
Were, that's what the homies from Failing Hollywood were telling me. They were like, dude,
So
that's
good,
a dope
dude.
ass fucking
Everything that
movie,
dude
man.
touches
Yeah, because
is
you know
gold.
he was the dude.
You can get that on Amazon?
Yeah.
He
Probably
did
Amazon,
Thor
I'm sure.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
He did Thor Ragnarok and he did a couple
doing the
other
new
shit.
stuff,
I
too.
thought it was
Yeah.
the fucking.
He's got a crazy, silly sense of humor. And it's
Fucking
so
love
dope.
that.
You
dude.
ever
He
watch
plays
Fly the
that
Conchords?
Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock. Did you know that?
Yeah.
The Korg.
You ever play watch Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah. He was. It's the same.
I thought
it's the same
Murray.
crew. Yeah.
No, but I thought Murray was the Rock.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's a totally different dude.
Right. It's all that. They're all New Zealand dudes. All
Yeah.
extended.
The Taika Waititi dude, he's the dude who is Hitler. In that
Right,
movie,
yeah,
that
right,
Jojo
right.
Rabbit shit. But
My whole
dude,
thing
he's-
was this: I need to watch it because I want to see how his satire made it okay to play Hitler.
It's like
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Like, I need
trust
to
me,
see it.
you'll see
I
it. Yeah,
need
you
to.
have.
It was. I'm telling you, it was
Because
on
that's
the
a very
select
touchy
places
subject.
here.
But
You
he's
know what I'm
Jewish
saying?
too, so he was like handling it. Like it's good. It's a good movie.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's very.
It's ballsy
Yeah.
to that's a huge move to make. It's a huge move like to get people to sign off on it and say yes, you could do this movie.
Yeah.
But he.
I mean, if you look at the cast who's in that too,
Yeah.
dog, it looks like people were
Scarlett
on board
Johansson's
for
in
that
it.
shit.
It's a really
They were
like
I heard it's good. I want
would
to go
trust
check
that
it
dude
out.
with anything that he does.
I hope it's still in the fucking theater somewhere because it's not. I don't think it is.
Right,
Okay,
sorry,
and
was
then you
that
got
album?
the one album. Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Might be Portishead's first album.
Okay.
It's dark. Might be maybe Sabbath. Like maybe Sabbath's greatest hits. The Ozzy one that has
So
all of them. If I could do the whole,
the greatest hits are the best way to go.
if I could do the whole like, yeah, for sure. If I could do the whole, because it's a hip hop album, you don't want to do greatest hits because you miss out on skits. But when it's something like a rock album that doesn't have it and they just have all the hits with Ozzy, like that would be my.
I've talked to a few All Eyes on Me rapper dudes into the Tupac's greatest hits and shit because I mean you're gonna get Dear Mama,
Right.
You're gonna get Me Again, like not Me Against the World, but what was the other one that was on there, dog? There was another one that was on that.
I ain't
album.
mad at you.
That was on All Eyes on Me. But the double disc of the greatest hits has a good variety of some of his other
What
albums.
about the Death versus Death Row's greatest hits?
Yeah, but that one's good too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, that has all kinds of.
I would
good
go with
shit,
Black
man.
Sabbath, the Ozzy years.
Okay.
Because it's like 3 discs set and it's got all the bangers and it's got the dark stuff, it's got the motivational stuff, it's got the I'm stuck on a desert island and I gotta deal with this shit.
Right.
Stuff.
That's what it is.
Portishead,
dog.
I love it, but it's too dark. I'd be so depressed.
Yeah, right. That's what I keep telling them. I'm like, you sure, bro? You sure that's what you want to watch? That when you're not reading a book and you're not listening to music.
That's what you got on.
When you're not
the
reading
telly.
48 Laws of Power.
Right?
That's what you got on the telly.
Well, you not all your
That's
all
like
up in
the
your art of war.
stereotypical answer or a rapper answer to give. Like that would make me not want to listen to their music. Like, come on, dude.
I mean, hey.
But it used to be. I will say that's not just like I'm not like knocking any new rapper because that's been even in my era. Like that was like, what are you reading? Oh, I'm reading the Fort. Everyone would say
Right,
that,
everybody
and that's
like-
why it's become a thing and why people read it because my generation started doing that. Same with Sun Tzu. I read The Art of War because of that. Because some rappers, would talk about it all the time.
Right, exactly. Like all the books that got mentioned in movies and shit like that too. Like, oh, you wanna up your game, young blood? 48 Laws of Power.
Is that like that Muslim stuff?
It's Asian. It's
all Asian.
Yeah, it's Chinese.
Like the 2%ers.
Oh, that's You're thinking of nation of it, the 5%ers.
5%ers. Yeah.
You're thinking about milk. 2%ers milk.
Hey man,
no disrespect, just not knowing.
Of course,
what they refer to themselves.
Well, bro, dog, I think we went a good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been.
It's up there, dog. Yeah, but man, so the last thing I wanted to mention, because like I said, I was blown away by some of the mixes he's been doing on his Instagram and shit, bro. Tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram.
On Instagram at DJ Herm, just the way it sounds, DJHERM.
Yeah, man. You guys go follow Herm.
Or check the hashtag Herm's Refried. But if you find me, you'll find that hashtag.
Yeah, man. Go follow him. Go show him some love and shit. Go check out the fucking mixes and shit. He's a fucking awesome dude, man. I can't thank you enough for finally coming in, bro. Like it's been cool to finally reconnect with you again and shit. And you've been doing so much cool shit. Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't do something new, huh? We did we talk about something new earlier?
You did. I thought that's what that was.
Did we talk? No, but we have to re-bring it up on the podcast.
See, let me tell you something about this real quick.
We completely
and this is flexing again. But the reason why I gave this a 3 is because of snacks in Japan.
Dude. Everybody's on that shit right now. 808's been telling us about that shit.
He's been posting
He's like,
that stuff
dude, you
too.
got to get some fucking out of fucking the country snacks and shit. Yeah, but yeah, man.
Next time I go, I'm gonna bring you guys back some snacks that you can put. That'll be your thing. Man.
Yes,
I got you for sure.
Coming back to the hood.
I would bring you back on Niggity, but it won't last in the plane because it gets warm.
No diggity. This was my week. Something I'm just gonna throw it in there real quick. We found these Hostess mint chocolate Twinkies. They were basically if a Twinkie and a Thin Mint had a baby and fucked, or whatever, however he says that. But yeah, they were pretty dope. Gave them 4 out of 5 mics. We each had our own little this little drink and shit like that. These were pretty good too. These were a good 4 out of 5 mics and shit. And but yeah, man.
Exotic. Have you tried? Since we're on snacks right now, I wanted to try the cinnamon Coke and I can't find it.
I had it.
Is it good?
I had the cinnamon one.
I'm not a big Coke drinker, but I always got
like diabetes.
It was all right. Yeah, it was Beatus with a fucking with a spice.
It was got a little kick.
It was Beatus with a spice. It tastes exactly like it is. Coke with spice.
Like I rarely drink soda these days.
I had the orange one the other day.
But I always got the orange vanilla one. I like.
I didn't like it.
Really, I liked it.
Yeah, it tasted like a melted fucking creamsicle.
That's why I liked it.
But I'm not a fan of melted creamsicles. I like them the way they are like that. But
freeze it. Put it in the freezer.
Right. That's
he's just
like a popsicle. Cut yourself on the can.
He's
filling the can
out. Shit.
Oh man. I am Casual 520. That's KAZUAL 520 across the board. And then Mr. DJ Century.
DJ
_Century everywhere.
DJ
find
Cinch.
You can find us collectively at thehooddiner.com. There you can get the links to all of our socials. Go follow us on all them shits. Go get go hit up the sponsors, everything, all the sponsors are Code Hood. We've made it as simple as possible. We have to give a shout out to the Inner Circle Podcast Network, all the homies. Go check out some shows like the hashtag No Offense show, Shit Happens When You Party Naked, Simmons and More podcast, the Plunge, Any Pod, and Failing Hollywood. I'm trying to think, make sure I didn't forget anybody.
Let me give a quick shout out because the listeners don't see this. But it's dope that you guys are called the Hood Diner and you're set up like a diner. Like I know that people can't see this, but they got diner booths that I'm sitting in right now and a diner table. Yeah. And it's so dope.
It's the vibe, bro.
You're on brand. On brand, as they say.
Trust me, we have some little upgrades that are going to be coming here in the next hopefully month or so.
A waitress is going to bring your Twinkie out?
But
that would be dope.
We're going to try. We are going to get ready to maybe make the move to like some video type shit. So this is going to be kind of in the center.
It'd be dope if you could record from an actual diner. There's not a whole lot of diners in town, but
that would be true.
Triple T, go to Triple T. Ask him you could have the back booth there.
Yeah. Dre said we could always record from the barbershop anytime. He told me the other day. He's like, you want to do a hood diner over here, bro? Like, we'll do that. We'll do some barber edition.
We already know you got the interior design skill, man. You can make any space.
I mean, well, this is the thing. Right
holiday
here, this wall is we're gonna get those brick wall panels.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna put a TV right here. This way, when we're talking about shit,
you can pull it up. Yeah, smart, man. That's dope.
When it's not, it's gonna have the Hood Diner, like the little neon light
logo.
that I do on the graphics and shit like that. Like right now, we're gonna take a picture. We'll be like right next to it right there. But we're gonna have that so it's on the TV. And then when we set everything up and we start doing our shit and we're talking about certain subjects, people can follow and can see. And then I'm gonna try to set up like a couple Sony's. I want to get another one just like mine because it has it has no limit. Like
picture, you guys need a picture of like tea or something or water or something,
man. You know what I'm saying?
On the table,
all that shit. And then Chef Mondo, I reminded him today. He's putting together a pallet bar for us to put in the corner.
Oh damn!
To make themselves a little drink like JB, dude, he got a little twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that dude, man. JB is so dope. He's such a good guy.
It's funny because he dropped the fucking dime on Pike.
Yeah, he did. That's what he told us about DJ
Jafar.
That's right. We have to always bring it up every podcast. We've said that we're gonna
DJ Jafar.
Leave it in the notes. DJ Jafar.
And you got like a Middle Eastern like at the end of it after you say his name
with a hiss.
Fuck yeah, man. This has been episode 73 of the Hood Diner podcast.
Peace.
You were supposed to say I'm DJ Sentry.
I'm DJ Sentry.
I'm the homie Casual.
I'm Herm.
Peace.
Peace.
Catch you later.
Millions of lives are controlled by a handful of men. Now, the truth can finally be told. The Inner Circle.
I have an opinion about alternative high schools and shit. It's like,
well, I guess you're gonna give it, huh? Go ahead.
You flunk out of regular school, and then you go to this other school where they baby you. They give you packet work, which doesn't really set you up for the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You need a second chance. Everybody needs a second chance.
Yeah, but does regular high school set you up for the real world?
I don't think any
exactly.
traditional schooling sets you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But I get it, though. It's a little more streamlined for you.
For sure, bro. It's like, oh, you're a fucking gangbanger, huh? You need to get through school? Come to our school.
I mean, but hey, dog, at least they're trying.
We get federal funding based off your ass being in the seat a couple days of the year. It doesn't even matter if you graduate. That's the issue I have.
Girl, come on in, Cholo.
you got problems like
Cholo.
You know, a lot of budget cuts. You know, like the arts and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I played trumpet. The point of me bringing that up is you got a lot of shit that falls through the cracks, bro.
It makes so much sense.
You got a lot of shit that falls through the cracks, bro. You don't got federal funding to get this fucker a fucking trumpet or a clarinet or a flute, but you give all this fucking money for these kids to get brand new fucking laptops and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, half these motherfuckers are going to be in fucking jail or dead.
God damn.
Got some resentment, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's get him a trumpet.
On one today.
Can we do a GoFundMe? Get him a trumpet.
Fucking butt trumpet.
I left my trumpet at Pueblo. Real talk. For the next kid.
For the next generation.
I wasn't gonna play it.
You were
so
like,
hey,
I'm done with this.
I'm just upset because you got teachers that are literally walking out of school. Like in Chicago, there's a big fucking teacher strike going on. I don't know if it's still going on, but I don't know, man. I'm on my fucking pedestal right now, but
all I can say is God bless the fucking teachers, man, because they have to put up with fucking asshole kids nowadays.
And you know what the shitty part too is that now everybody got a cell phone. So now when one fuckhead acts out in class, everybody's like,
video.
"Oh,
the world star!"
Oh, yeah, it's like
teacher's gonna fuck him up.
And dude, you see teachers snapping and shit, and it's just like,
I mean, they're pushed to the edge, bro. You got to have the ultimate patience to be a teacher.
Realistically, you can't even defend yourself when you're a teacher.
Right,
you have to let them kick your ass.
Just beat me up, bro.
That type of shit.
Okay.
You know, and it's
that's where teachers should have fucking cameras in their shit, I think. Remember, that's what Mr.
Body cams.
What was his name? Mr. Fuck, I just saw it the other day. You seen 187?
Yeah.
187? I saw that the other day, and he put.
I hadn't seen Samuel L. Jackson in that movie forever.
You invaded my personal rights. Fucking what is his name? The Cholo. That was fucking great.
Hector. They have that one Hector in every fucking movie.
Yep.
Fast and the Furious, all that shit.
He was.
He's fucking Hector. Look at his IMDb, bro. It's Hector.
He wasn't in
There's
that
like
one.
13 Hectors.
But you would think he should have been in that one, though.